Get it up there. Get up there. All right. Robot. Play the new shit. Play the new song, Robot.
I get to the beach, and what do I see? A bunch of lion anthers bathing so literally. I gotta find a spot, but the good ones are taken. Gotta find some shade before I'm baking, baked in all over the place and taking all the good spots. The food trucks are backed up 7 fucking blocks. I gotta do something, so I call the crew. Hyenas coming in to see what we can do. Stop taking up the beach. Stop spreading out your reach. Make room on the sand and surf, and get yourself out of my turf. When the hyena crew comes on in, our target's the pride of lions. They all gotta move, not gonna beat our groove. When the hyena crew shows their moves, Big Bony Tony is up first, starting with his heavy thirst. After getting around to the meal truck stand, so much for snow cones, cause they all bland. Next up, Bruce Benz, the yin with the trends. The lions lose the friends when Bruce makes the men. Selling counterfeit goods that are all the rage. None of the lion parents can control the young age. Sporty Sammy Summers is up to bat, but with the surfboard, the boys are out of whack. Several old wives smack their husbands staring at her, while the surfers get distracted and topple over. Finally me, Steve Dave, making his move to bring all the other species who are out of the ring. As spaces open up, more anthems pile in, then I get the soundstage set up to begin. Stop taking up the beach. Stop spreading out your reach. Make room on the sand and surf, and get yourself out of my turf. When the hyena crew comes on in, our target's the pride of lions. They all gonna move, not gonna beat our groove. When the hyena crew shows their moves, time for the beach party. But the lions heard what the hyena crew did from a bird. Some lions got back on our turf, saying the beach is for everyone to surf. They weren't wrong, but they were too damn many. You gotta spread out more, there's room aplenty. So they joined the party, ordered some more food trucks. Everyone partied, even the stuck-up bucks. The hyena crew did it again, baby. Ain't no lions stopping a party. Hey, yo, Bruce, pass me a slice, my lad. Heartbeat on the streets, now I got all these motherfuckers calling me stinky. Yeah. You never really know what it's like through the pain and the strain to strike out like a spotted on a strike. Hitting that yin like she right. The bros and the hoes don't get it, cause yins are the loudest, don't let it get to you when you try, don't bet it. Cause if you do, you'll regret it. With the hounds, with the pounds, with the whoops, with the hoops, with the yins on the scenes, with the beats on these streets, and we never gonna stand down to your lying asses. We never gonna sink and drown when we're shooting brasses. Ever since they drew that dumb VP, it's been harder and harder being ye. Those pussy ass bitches drowning in pervy itches, begging for stupid bitches to rock the nights like witches. Motherfuckers wanna wish this. Hyena whoops all over they business, but ain't gonna play with all you dumb bitches. Time for a revolution, all y'all snitches getting stitches. With the hounds, with the pounds, with the whoops, with the hoops, with the yins on the scenes, with the beats on these streets, and we never gonna stand down to your lying asses. We never gonna sink and drown when we're shooting brasses. When we're shooting brasses. Let's banter, baby. Hyenas climbing up on your asses. 2025, for life, for afterlife.
For life. For afterlife. New yin order. Oh my god, we got one more song and then we're gonna hit it! All rise for the Dumbfuckistan national anthem!
Their tears fill all our wells, their cries fill the air. Let the weeds and the incels see we will never care. With courage and independence, our stride shall be strong. Their minds will remain dense as Dumbfuckistan carries on. Dumbfuckistan, Dumbfuckistan, on the land we voted for. Dumbfuckistan, Dumbfuckistan, a land we call our home. our sisters with us stand. Our patriotic people shall make this country grand. No one shall limit freedom, our rights will remain with us. Should people attempt to silence, we shall reign victorious. Dumb Pakistan, a land we voted for. Dumb Pakistan, a land we call our home. Dumb Pakistan, we never stand alone.
All right, all hail dumb Pakistan, the land we voted for. The home of the silenced banter. Let's get the theme song rolling, baby.
Hey, shut your pie holes and get your ear biscuits buttered. It's time for the silenced banter. Welcome to the show. Sit down and make a friend. So many things to learn and know. Will the stupid ever end? Steve Dave's your host tonight. Gonna dance about wrong and right. If you wanna co-host, come on in. The show's about to begin. This banter gets silenced, 'cause idiots get violent. Don't worry about the wine, 'cause the hyena's gonna shine. The king is the lion, and the lioness his queen. But there's no taking the last laugh from this grinning Bantan-Yee. Perhaps the judge will bring his gavel down, sentencing the stupid to frown. One thing's always in the plan. What's going on with Florida Man? The lights are on, the sound's up high. The show's starting soon, so let's introduce that hyena guy. It's Steve Dave with the silenced banter now. The show's starting right now.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yeah! Now I'm going to unmute myself in the space. Yeah! What's going on? Oh God, it's still going. Robert! 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 Thank you. Jesus. Cripes. Half. Oh my goodness gracious, Robert! I get you're excited about the show, but I hadn't even unmuted the site yet, and nobody's even on the Univision up there. I gotta fix that. It's not working for some reason. Hello guys. Hello. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hey.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. There we go. Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
It's
loud
good.
and clear.
It's good to be back after missing from my vacation.
Oh yeah, you went to NYC, so I heard.
Indeed, I did.
Oh my goodness gracious! That I saw the picture of you in front of Trump Tower, and I was like, he's gonna get so much shit for this.
Indeed, people already hate me.
Yep, there it is. There we go. And you guys are seeing my notifications, in which you see Gaito, Gaito, and Gaito.
Yes.
That's a loyal co-host right there. He's sharing it out. He's telling everybody, hey, this is the best, the most amazing furry talk show on earth. Okay, he's doing the job.
Free advertising.
Free advertising. I do appreciate it. I do.
Word of mouth.
You don't have to, but it is very appreciated if you share the space out over on the X platform, and you share the stream at twitch.tv/YouTellHimSteveDave. We also have Streamlabs donations. We also have Streamlabs donations from $1 to $10. No change yet. I'm getting. There's a few that I thought of. Like I went through my bookmarks earlier. Let's look at my bookmarks real quick. I want to keep scrolling because some of this is a bit spoiler territory. No, stop. Some of this is spoiler territory. I think we're past the spoiler territory.
I see you bookmarked my Trump 10 Commandments.
Yeah. Let's see. We went over that last time. Oh man, there was a few really good ones towards the bottom. Oh yeah. So like I was thinking about this as a donation. I remembered that one from a while ago. That was really good. I was thinking about this one because otters are adorable. They're making an otter washing machine. Look at them! Fucking adorable!
Real.
I was thinking about that as one. Oh yeah, there was this Ozzy, explained with cats stuff. A lot of genius stuff on that one. I was also, ooh, is this? Oh, this right here.
Wait, Trump. So did you hear that Trump banned bi people? Wait, Trump. Damn, that's crazy.
Oh god.
Just afterwards, damn, that's crazy. Half tempted to make that a dono. There's some other dono stuffs towards the bottom. You know what? Towards the bottom. Keep going. I have a lot of fucking bookmarks.
Yeah, I know.
I have a lot of fucking bookmarks because when I find something interesting on X, I think, you know what? I'm gonna bookmark that.
Work bookmark.
Same. But most of my shit's UFO crap.
Oh, I was also considering this.
That sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. And this current time is just one of those times you gotta shut the fuck up.
I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't want to hear you talk anymore. You gotta shut the fuck up.
That's so relatable.
You gotta shut the fuck up.
That's so relatable.
Yep. A lot of these were stories. Oh, this was adorable. From Happy Raccoons. He's washing cotton candy. He doesn't realize the cotton candy's hydrophobic.
Poor one.
He can't catch a break.
Raccoons can't catch a break, dude.
Funnily enough, I found a lot
Of
of
course they can. They're trash cans.
Funnily enough, I found a lot of roadkill in New York was all raccoons. All the roadkill.
Of course it was.
Huh.
Of course
I
it
would
was.
like rats or something.
Dude, it's sad.
Rats or pigeons.
Oh man,
Raccoons.
nobody tell Hatch.
Yeah.
We need her. She's good artist. She drew me in a bikini. That's what my profile picture is right now. She drew me in an America bikini. Oh, this one. The fucking bird's eye meatballs.
Hello, faggot lovers everywhere. I have a message for you from Birdseye. Birdseye faggots will appeal to your whole family. They've made them with lashings of grade.
Now, come on. Now, I have to address this real quick. Come on now, Twitch. Don't be getting me on the word faggot, because in the context of this commercial, as long as I'm keeping it in context, I'm allowed to say the word faggot. And in the context of this commercial, faggots were what they used to call meatballs in the 80s.
Indeed. Oh,
It's what the Brits call cigarettes.
And now we have. That's one thing that I never understood. That's something America ruined. Meatballs used to be meatballs, but now they're bundles of sticks.
would that be called a faggot sub then?
And then there's one less G in it. I don't fucking understand that.
A faggot sub?
F-A-G-G-O-T?
Instead of a meatball sub?
Yeah, it's really weird. Really weird on that one. But this, just fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
But they've gone easy on the spice because kids don't like them too spicy, apparently. Birdseye even suggests that people who don't like faggots could enjoy these. They live in hope. You know, that could be right.
See? So if you don't like faggots, go ahead and buy some meatballs and stick them in your mouth.
God bless America.
Oh my god. Oh. So yeah, there's a good handful of stuff over on the bookmarks that I'm thinking for Streamlabs donations for the channel.
We got unlimited potential.
Oh, speaking of the freaking, I gotta play that again because I had the lock screen on at the time.
Ooh.
So I gotta play that again. Let me go back to the alert box real quick. Tips. That's where I go. Tips. And then there's all that. This is this was Wolf.
Funds on dollar bills, yo.
Funds on dollar bills, yo.
And it's off center. It's off center in the god damn it. Why is the alert box off center? Why is the alert box off? Oh, I know why the alert box is off center. I know what. Let me guess. The event, the sound alert's gonna be off center. Yep, sound alerts are off center as well. We're fixing it, guys. We're making sure it's there.
Take your time, old man.
You know what? Because we had to tool time it. Wolf, you gave me that dollar bill at the beginning of the stream. Give me another number between 1 and 10 other than 1.
All good.
Huh?
Glad to be here. You're all good. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Give me a number between 1 and 10 that isn't 1. Wolf.
Yes.
The point of a live studio audience is so that I can talk to you. Give me a number between 1 and 10 that isn't 1.
My lucky number 7.
7. All right. Here's your test donation for the stream.
Slip and fall. Oh, pimp down, pimp in distress. Oh my God, pimp down, pimp in distress. I need $150 million.
He needs $150 million. Pimp down.
That's funny.
Oh boy, but guys, if you are new to the Silence Banter, welcome. We say we're this call this yep, I'm gonna drink that shot before I do this intro. Here's to friends, here's to all the stuff, and welcome back, Gaito. Thanks for traveling safely.
Woo, thank you. You're all amazing people.
Yes! Now I'm feeling it. There we go. And also, guys, if you are under the age of 21, don't you dare have alcohol in your hand. I'll come after you.
Yep.
You do not want me to whoop at you with the sound of 1,000 suns. If you are not old enough to drink alcohol and you decided you want to drink alcohol afterwards, then stop.
Speaking of alcohol, yeah, I did try Jack and Coke.
Yeah,
Ooh, did you like it?
Yeah,
yeah, Coke is a good mixer.
I suffered no ill effects. I didn't have any headache.
Shit, now I want to pour myself a drink.
I mean, I just had a shot of rum. I mean,
And funnily enough, it wasn't just ordinary Coke. It was
if you ain't got something to do in the next 12 hours, go for it.
Oh, brown Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels! Love it!
Mexican Coke is the best.
Yeah. But guys,
Okay.
this is called The Silence Banter. If you are new to the show, we're The Silence Banter because we talk about the things that the furry fandom don't want me to talk about, such as casual racism.
Give me your money, bitch.
Oh, calm down, bro.
You calm down. Just hurry up.
Prejudice against something in someone.
Are
A
you a
lot
black
of people
guy?
hate protogens, and I don't know why.
Are you serious?
Hey, what?
Protogens.
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 I don't know why, man. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Utah Steve version of Protogen.
They're probably Republic sympathizers.
Protogens are Republic sympathizers?
No, the people who hate protogens are Republic sympathizers.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. Listen, you keep your intergalactic warfare out of my freaking stream, mister, okay?
Roger, roger.
I understand you have a problem with the Republic, but I think they're full of pretty good people. That Chancellor Palpatine's going places, okay? But alright, that's some casual racism.
What?
What? Just because I'm robbing you mean I'm black?
Well, I mean,
Why would you think that?
I don't know, maybe because you're robbing me and you're black?
I'm not going to do this whole skit because when I upload it to YouTube, I'm going to get a copyright strike, but this is funny as hell. We also talk about something that can be considered sexist.
Okay, wow. So Uber just announced that women can now opt out of getting in the car with a male driver. They can choose to drive with a female. So basically, they now have the choice between getting in the car with a male driver and possibly being assaulted, or getting in the car with a female driver and definitely getting in a car accident. Your body, your choice.
Your body, your choice.
That was a good one.
Personally, I wouldn't mind getting into a car with a woman. I wouldn't. Woman driver. I don't mind it because I will make sure that bitch is responsible for every single leg of that journey.
Yep. Or she's getting sued.
Or she's getting sued if I survive. If I so there's an if on that. There's a pretty big if.
Yeah. Or you'll haunt her from beyond the grave.
But we also talk about things women just don't fucking understand.
Hey, what are you doing? I came out to check on you.
Oh, come on, play it. Play the visual. Oh god, the browser's frozen because I have so many tabs. I have so many fucking tabs, the browser's frozen.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Nope.
Okay.
Hey, what are you doing? I came out to check on you.
Huh?
What are you doing? Thought you were working.
I'm looking at this.
What is it?
It's wire.
Right? Okay, so this guy's got an empty spool of wire.
It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Okay.
And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. I bought it like this it's not a piece of a long time ago, but it's like 40 years of my life is in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left. Does that make
I'm
sense?
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that guy took 40 years to get through that entire spool of wire. 40 years! Here's what the woman has to say about it.
Sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought...
Wait.
Which is true.
Yeah. But the Jets hat? Really? Not this spool of wire that existed for 40 years and he's now contemplating 40 years? No, you're just concerned about the Jets hat, bitch.
Oh, God.
Women don't understand men. They don't. And we don't want to understand women either.
As if women weren't complicated enough already.
Yep. I mean, this one just proves... this is another thing they don't want to talk about. Transgenderism.
You're a boy, right?
No. I'm a girl.
Who told you you're a girl?
This boy was told that he is a girl at a minor son, early age, right?
Mommy.
His mom told him.
When did she tell you you were a girl?
Because I love girls.
Oh, I see. So mommy told you you were a girl?
Uh-huh.
Girl kisser?
So because his mother told him he was a girl, the reason why she did that is because he likes girls.
Girl kisser?
Are you a dirty girl kisser, kid? You should not be practicing that behavior until like 14, 15, something like that.
Cooties is contagious.
Cooties is very contagious. That's exactly where I was going with that joke.
Kids are petri dishes. I'm telling you this right now.
Yes, kids are fucking. Where's my belt?
They touch everything. They put everything in their mouth, and they bring it all home, and then you catch it, and now you're the one who's sick. But somehow
they carry 11,000 pathogens and germs.
Exactly, kid. You should not be loving girls yet. So basically, this is just this guy had to fight a legal battle as far as chemically castrating his son, putting him through transgenderism. He divorced from his wife. His wife is the one filling his son's head with all this shit. Just after his 3rd birthday, he told his father that he was a girl and that mommy said so. So he got custody in the state of Texas.
Thank God for Texas.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna let him finish the story here.
That led to a titanic battle in the state of Texas that culminated in me getting the procedures outlawed in Texas. And the political establishment in Texas allowing her to come to California so she could still castrate him even though...
So, he got it outlawed in the state. But because he got it outlawed in that state, he can still... His son can still go through the transition without his father's permission in California.
Fuck California.
Oh my God.
So he's allowed to go through he's allowed to go through transition, but not in the state that this case happened in.
God.
Now do you understand why I hate the government?
When was this? Was this recently?
This was, I want to say this was 2022. This was something like that.
Oh God.
This is a reposted video. It says July 28, 2025, but this was a reposted video. This happened a while ago.
Hope he get pardoned or something.
Yeah, but that's another thing the furry fandom doesn't want us to talk about. We also talk about some political things on this show.
Rockwell,
oh, wonderful.
You cheered for the death of MAGA. You don't have to be a member of MAGA. I'm not a member of MAGA. I have loved ones and friends that are.
By the way, big props to this man. Big props to this man. Because this man right here, is saying this in a room full of progressives.
Whoa.
Liberal progressives.
You cheered for that. You didn't apologize. That's such backstepping. You're a PhD, aren't you? A highly educated woman that knows the exact meaning behind her words, aren't you? You know what you said, and you should step down. You're a disgusting, vile human being.
Boo, the terrible words, boo. You want to know what he's talking about? The Board of Educations for that particular state has someone on that board who said, "Oh, I didn't realize Hulk Hogan died. Good, one less MAGA voter."
Oh my God. Rest in peace, Hulk.
Yeah, rest in peace, Hulk. We got some Hulk Hogan news, too. But all in all, this show is about reminding the furry fandom of what we really want the furry fandom to be like. It's very cute. It's a little maid outfit. Serving the drink. There's your iced coffee, sir. And the paw squeaks! The paw squeaks! Well, that's at Frodo0O. Very cute fursuit. And they're English. We try to... English, Polish. But that's the innocent of the furry fandom that we miss. We miss this. We want this. Mm-hmm. We don't want your fucking politics. Goodness gracious knows we do not want your politics in the fandom. We don't. That's right, Shoob. It fucking squeaks! It does! Squeaky Toys is greater than politics. Yes, exactly. Squeaky Toys is much greater than politics.
Like, I could play with Squeaky Toy all day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me pull my straw
Especially
out.
if you can wear it. You just makes a noise every time you take a step.
Mm-hmm. I decided if I got a fursuit, I would have a squeaker, like, just above the tail. Just so I can put my hands behind my back and just be like... And if someone asks, where did that come from? It's like, I pooted. It's a good fart joke. It's a good fart joke. Alright. But guys, let's get into the Rippy Bits articles. We're already half an hour into the show. Into a 2-hour show, no less. We're already half an hour. Guys, if you enjoy this content, please follow me over on the Twitch platform, or follow me right here on this X account right here. You tell him Steve 1. I had to do the 1 at the end because Steve Dave wasn't a thing. And yet, you have so many people with however many numbers in their fucking at now. Assholes. Why can't I be at you tell him Steve Dave? It would have brought it all together. Elon, fix it. All right, anyway. If you like this content, please follow me over on the X platform. I do talk about more than politics. Don't listen to the haters. But in the meantime, allow me to spread my word butter all over your biscuits as we dive right in with the bees of the week. We actually have a few bee articles as well. We have 2 bee listicles to go through. We love the listicles. We do. We love the bee listicles. Like, here we go. The first bee of the week. Investigation concludes Trump is the only one who didn't collude with Russia. Trump is the only one who didn't collude with Russia. It's amazing that the more that comes out about the Russia hoax situation, the more innocent Trump looks, and the more people are pissed off about that. Like, myself as well. Like, I'm thinking, he's good friends with Putin. He's got motive. Don't tell me he ain't got motive. He got motive.
Oh, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Notice how Putin wasn't going to listen to Biden for anything, but as soon as Trump came back in, he wanted to open.
Yeah, as soon as Putin heard about Trump being reelected, he announced, like, we are looking forward to meeting with the soon.
We are looking for a ceasefire.
We're looking forward to talking.
We are looking for a ceasefire with Ukraine.
It's like the whole world cooperated.
Drink vodka, you know. But the next one, Pelosi vehemently denies insider trading, says her husband takes care of all that.
Oh my God. Yeah, not even false. It is 100% true. She said, I don't do inside trader. My husband does it.
My husband does that. That's actually true. I actually, that's 99% true. She said, we don't deal with insider trading. My husband looked into it so I would understand what he was talking about when people said those things. Okay, so you know about it. The next one, Cincinnati authorities warn white visitors not to use their skulls to attack black fists. Yeah, surprisingly, ramming your head into someone's flying punch is not a good way to keep yourself alive. Surprisingly. And the next one we got, Kamala announces she will step away from politics to spend more time with vodka. The vodka, yeah. We have the vodka. Oh my gosh. And then finally, the last one that we have here, American Eagle apologizes and replaces Sydney Sweeney with fat transgender double amputee of color.
A double amputee?
It's mock news, bro.
Oh my God.
But it's not just the double amputee. It's a fat, got the fat. All right, transgender. That's pride. Double amputee, so handicapped, of color. So, also handicapped. I already warned you guys that casual racism would be on this show. Fuck you people. All right, let's go. Let's go to the next one, which is the first listicle of the week. 7 items that have become totally unaffordable in Trump's economy. Brought to you by Nat Gold. It just makes sense. Apparently brought to you by Nat Gold. Babylon B has a sponsorship for this listicle.
Oh my God.
But guys, any guesses? Any guesses for the 7 items that have become totally unaffordable in Trump's economy?
I would say MAGA hats?
MAGA hat? Ooh, that would be... You don't see many of those these days.
American flag. American flag.
American flag. Those are good guesses. Anybody else? For the 7 items that have become totally unaffordable in Trump's economy? My guess, eggs. They were big on the egg thing. I bet you eggs is on there. What do you think, B1?
You never read the list, did you?
I never read the list.
Okay, so
I'm as blind as you guys are. That's why I'm guessing eggs, because they made a big deal about the fucking egg shortage. They made a big deal. Ooh, egg prices is going up. Ooh! And suddenly, a dozen eggs at my job is cheaper than a gallon of milk. How does that work, I wonder? What do you think, B1? What do you think the Babylon Bee put for one of the items that have become totally unaffordable in Trump's economy?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say gasoline.
Gasoline! That's a good one. All right. Gaito, are you there, or are you busy handling something? I'm guessing he's busy handling something because he's muted over there. Let's find out what 7 items have become totally unaffordable in Trump's economy, according to the Babylon Bee, which is a mock news site. I have to add that. Inflation may have skyrocketed under Biden, but Trump also caused massive increases for several beloved products. Here are 7 items that have become unaffordable, totally unaffordable, in Trump's economy. Number 1, fentanyl.
Oh.
Oh, shit!
Wow! Who would have thought, Dad?
Man, they went on the... They went strong. They went strong out the gate. Fucking fentanyl.
Right.
Went for the throat at that
right down. Not even no lube, or even too much lube.
Holy shit.
Right
Just out the gate, fentanyl. Trump has seriously impacted the humble cartel drug mule industry. Number 2, child slaves. There used to be so many coming across the border. Now who's supposed to pick our oranges?
Thank God.
Babylon Bee, what the fuck? This banter gets silenced, cause idiots get violent. Oh my god. I might get a cup or something to spit if I ever have a hard cough again. Something tells me I'm gonna laugh like hell during this one. This is... Excuse me. Alright, number 3. Number 3, oh my god, I don't know if I'm ready for number 3.
I don't know what
There we go, number 3.
What's number 3?
Stocks! The prices are just absurd. Good going, Don.
Wait, what was number 3?
Stocks.
Oh.
The stock market. The stock market is too expensive. Bitcoin is so high that the rich Democrats can't buy any.
Wow. That's insane.
I know. Number 4. Enriched uranium. With Trump, sometimes your enriched uranium can get buried under a mountain, and you have to spend lots of money to buy more. Terrible. That's probably a good thing, so people can't make
Where
fucking...
am I going to get my depleted uranium from?
Exactly. What about the uranium P-32 explosive space modulator?
Like, I want to be able to shoot a tank with my pistol.
Right? Number 5. Tuck-friendly swimsuits for 8-year-olds.
Oh my god.
Tuck-friendly swimsuits.
Can you imagine the 8-year-olds who will suffer with mental health?
I know. It's hard enough as a man to tuck as it is right now.
It is.
And they need that training as early as 8 years old.
I have to stick with my swimming shorts.
Oh my goodness. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. They need tuck-friendly swimsuits for 8-year-olds. Number 6. The McRib. Someone keeps buying all of them, driving the price up. It's a mystery. I wonder who.
Who?
I don't know. I actually tried the McRib and I fucking hate it.
I've grown out with McRib.
It's
They're better. If I want a McRib, if I want ribs, I would go to a barbecue.
Yeah, you know how they say they put fucking old yoga mats in the McDonald's meat? That was a superstition.
Another thing, they found feces in the ice.
Oh no.
The ice.
Oh, not the ice. I ate at McDonald's yesterday, you jackass. Oh no. But yeah.
On the bright side, it was just 2 years ago. Okay.
Okay. Well, as far as that McRib is concerned, it does actually taste like a fucking It does taste like a fucking yoga mat. It's awful.
It tastes like someone's flip flop.
It tastes like, you know those packets of pizza sauce in fucking Lunchables?
Yeah.
It tastes like someone marinated that rib sandwich with one of those, and then put it on the grill, and it just stuck to the whatever meat that is.
They don't even put it on a grill. It's just a flat stove top, and then they cook it on a stove top. They heat it on a stove top, and then they put it in the oven with the sauce.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Frozen. It's frozen.
Yeah, of course it's frozen. All that shit's frozen. But I mean, that's why I eat it, because it's cheap. And number 7, court settlements for Ivy League civil rights violations. Settlements used to be a dime a dozen, but now Harvard is in danger of going bankrupt.
I am back. Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
What would we do without Harvard?
Harvard is an Ivy League school.
And that was
the country, if not the world.
And that was 7 items that have become totally unaffordable in Trump's economy.
Number 1 being fentanyl.
Number 1 being fentanyl right off the gate.
How the cartel's gonna make their money now?
Yeah. Poor cartels.
But naturally, in typical Babylon Bee fashion, none of us got it right. They're too good.
They are.
They're too good. They're too good.
They're unpredictable.
All right, let's get to the second listicle that we have for the Babylon Bee. Can you spot all the Nazi dog whistles in this Sydney Sweeney ad?
Yeah.
If y'all are tuned into entertainment news as far as fashion and all that sort of stuff, American Eagle is under fire from the woke mob because apparently a white girl is not allowed to look fucking sexy in jean jacket and jeans.
Hey, you still want a side boob shot? She has a side boob shot.
She's got a side boob shot? Oh, man, what a fucking genius.
Like center side.
To be fair, most liberals are ugly as fuck.
Yeah, look, side boob shot.
Yeah, to be fair, most liberals would not be in this commercial.
Yep.
Indeed.
Nope.
And I'll tell you what, who else is also
they're all fucking hideous.
I'll tell you who else is also under fire. Dunkin' Donuts.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts released a good-looking guy to
straight white heterosexual male.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't have that in the news. If you want to throw that in my DMs, Gaito, like find out what Wolf's talking about, do it.
Yeah, I'll do it for you.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Do it, Wolf.
Commercial.
All right.
I'll send it to Gaito and he can send it to you.
Yeah.
But in the meanwhile time, all the Nazi dog whistles in the Sydney Sweeney ad. Let's get another guest going. What do you think? What Nazi dog whistles are in the Sydney Sweeney ad?
There's a hidden swastika on the chair.
There's a hidden swastika on the chair. Okay.
Well, I think the subreddit I went to once.
Oh, yeah?
r/accidental swastika.
Yeah.
So you think there's an accidental swastika on the chair, Gaito?
Yeah, kill all the,
I'm gonna say that there is a swastika printed, or some sort of Nazi symbol printed on the back of her jean jacket.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say that's my guess. I haven't seen these either. These are brand new to all of us.
Steve, I sent you.
Okay, you sent it to me?
On X.
On X. Okay. Let me pop over there to my messages.
And the actor's name is Gavin Casalengo. So
Duncan Crown.
You're gonna know.
Gavin Casalengo.
Yeah.
Thank goodness his last name is not Newsom.
He is the star of The Summer I Turned Pretty on Amazon Prime. He is also.
This has been happening with YouTube. Fucking error code 4. Come on, load. Load. Load.
Oh no.
There we go.
Look, I didn't ask to be the king of summer. It just kind of happened.
But who fucking did it?
That was not me.
Fucking Duncan did it?
No. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts made that video.
This fucker's the king of summer, Dunkin' Donuts? I'd like a second opinion.
It's tan? Genetics.
Genetics? Really?
Got my color analysis back. Guess what? Golden summer.
Good genes.
You got your color analysis back? Okay, see, I wish I knew about this because on the Silence Banter, you will have racist stuff like this.
Literally. I can't help it. Every time I drink a Dunkin' Golden Hour Refresher, it's like the sun just finds me.
the term racism is
overused word.
Is prejudice where you believe one particular race is superior above another.
The master race?
This man believes he is in the master race.
Oh God.
This like that. He would not say these lines unless there was a fat enough check involved.
Indeed.
This is dumb. Oh my God. And also another reason why I refuse to drink, refuse to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is also under fire for that specific ad.
That's...
They wanted to jump on his bandwagon.
Fucking weird. Guys, we can hear all of that. But yeah, any other Nazi dog whistles you guys think is in the Sydney Sweeney ad? Gaito said that there's a Nazi symbol on the chair. I said that she's wearing a Nazi symbol on the back of her jacket.
Could it be that jeans were invented by...
Well, I see blonde hair.
Blonde hair, blue
White?
eyes thing? Master race?
Yes.
White
Master.
genetics?
Okay.
And she's very slim.
What do you think, B1? Is there, what kind of Nazi dog whistle do you think the Babylon Bee found in the Sydney
German.
Her legs are crossed. You don't really see that.
Legs are crossed.
Legs are crossed like a swastika.
Like a swan. Like a swan sticker.
What do you think, B1? What do you think if the Babylon Bee was making up some Nazi stuff during the Sydney Sweeney ad? What kind of stuff would be there? B1, are you there, though? Because you are muted right now. Oh, there we go.
I'm here, sorry.
All right, so what do you think, what Nazi imagery do you think the Babylon Bee is going to point out about the American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney?
Probably all the blue, because Arian.
Oh, the blue?
The blue.
Lots of blue, okay.
Democrat blue?
Democrat. Yeah, they kind of told on themselves if that's the case. All right, let's find out. Can you spot all the Nazi dog whistles in this Sydney Sweeney ad? We now know that American Eagle's new ad with Sydney Sweeney is fascist propaganda. But you won't believe how many Nazi dog whistles there are. See how many you can spot in this one picture. Okay, so she is, here we go. This is the picture that they're talking about here. I don't want to go too far down.
Did Adolf Hitler sit on the chair?
Yep, okay, there we go. I got to zoom in on it. All right. Gonna give it a 5 seconds there. Okay, and then back. Oh, shoot. Forward. Okay, oh, X in the corner. Okay. All right. Number 1. The way she's standing in front of the chair perfectly mirrors the shape of the Nazi eagle. Holy crap.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Say it isn't so.
Oh, but wait, the American's bird is the bald eagle. Coincidence?
I think not.
I think not. All right. Number 2, if she moves over to the side, you'll realize she's hiding a swastika on the wall. Close, Kaito. Close, there's a swastika on the wall.
Oh no.
It's on the wall. It's not on the chair.
Oh well, I tried.
You tried. Her initials are literally SS.
Ooh.
Her clothes have buttons. Do you know who else's uniforms had buttons?
Nazis.
Now, you know what? I've said it once. I'll say it again. Hugo Voss was a dapper dresser. Okay? If there's one thing I have to agree with Hitler on is that his cabinet was full of snazzy dressers. That's the only thing. Doesn't matter how evil someone you can perceive someone to be, you'll agree with them on at least one thing. At least one thing.
Joseph Goebbels had a really good trench coat.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. All right. If you rearrange the letters in American, then take out M-E-R-C, one of the A's, and add a Z, it spells Nazi.
Oh no.
Legasp. That's right. All we had to do was add the Z.
No way.
When the N is removed, you can clearly see she's wearing an SS armband.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is she Hitler's granddaughter?
Real quick, Babylon B, your Photoshopper or your Photoshoppers are fucking genius. Okay, like I just I love.
I mean, at first, like you can tell it's not.
You can tell it's fake.
You can tell.
You can tell, but it's the
AI.
It's the length. It's not AI. You can tell it's fake, but you can tell that someone worked to make this fake.
It's like proving someone that a diamond is a real because you can't break a real diamond.
Right. All right, and number 7, if you zoom in very close on her face, you will notice something horrifying. Closer.
Enhance.
Closer. Oh no! She has a Hitler mustache!
Oh no. Men can become women. I mean, yeah.
This may be the most Nazi image in the history of Nazi images. Yeah. My goodness gracious.
The rectangle mustache.
The rectangular.
How we know.
The rectangular shit stash. Oh my god. And that was all the Nazi dog whistles in this Sydney Sweeney ad that Babylon B found.
God bless them.
Yeah, but we talked about him earlier, Hulk Hogan. Apparently, he passed away from a heart attack while battling with leukemia. He didn't want it disclosed. He was silently suffering from cancer the whole damn time and was visiting children with cancer. My man, listen to this. Now, I'm not a religious person, but look what he's doing for these cancer people.
Somebody very special here today. I've got Lauren here, and we just want to make sure there's nothing but perfect health. Pray for your speedy healing of this beautiful body and this beautiful person. The soul is intact, the soul is beautiful, the soul is one with our Lord and Savior. But right now, there's nothing but perfect health, rapid recovery, and it's already done. There are no excuses because in your will and your way, all things can be done because you're told as such.
That's right, he was a very religious man. And he was comforting and giving hope to people. Remember that guy we talked about at the beginning of this? Who was like yelling at the woman who was saying MAGA people dead, good thing?
Yeah.
She was talking about this man. She's talking about this man.
The very
Hulk Hogan.
Comfort to children. The nerve of her.
But pop quiz, where was Hulk Hogan born? Nobody can answer that. Guess what? Hulk Hogan was Florida man. DeSantis declares August. Yeah, DeSantis declares August 1st as Hulk Hogan Day in Florida. Yes. And now let me stop clapping and slap myself across the face. Ow! Listen, the reason why I did that was because I'm conflicted about this. Now, y'all know I am a consistent host. I try to stay consistent on everything. And there is a lion here. There's a lion here, and he must be approved.
Yes, hang on.
There we go.
Sorry.
Thank you, Gaito.
There we go.
But DeSantis declares August 1st as Hulk Hogan Day in Florida. I'm conflicted because of the government, we have so many holidays that don't mean a fucking thing. Exactly. This is going to be another holiday that doesn't mean a fucking thing. Because Hulk Hogan didn't die on August 1st, Ron DeSantis. He died a week before. A week and a day before, July 24th. So why wouldn't you have it July 24th, his death day? That would make more sense.
He was born as a Georgia man and died as a Florida man.
Well, either way, he was a Florida citizen. He was
a resident of Florida.
He had identification in Florida. He was a true Floridian through and through, according to the governor. And why shouldn't we doubt what a governor of a state says? I mean, come on, they're never going to lie to us.
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard he was born in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But according to DeSantis, he was a true Floridian through and through. We don't need to doubt DeSantis. Come on.
It's DeSantis.
According to DeSantis, he's Florida man. That's honor in and of itself, considering what Florida man's been through.
Born as a Georgia man and died as
a Florida man. What greater American honor. Speaking of which, Florida set to execute man for killing wife, 2 kids, in new state death sentence record for 1 year.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Good Lord.
Florida has reached a new record of killing convicts. As today was, or not today, a few days ago, was their 10th, their ninth death sentence carried out in 2025.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Yep, and a 10th execution is scheduled for August 19th.
A 10th execution? What's an attempt execution?
A 10th.
Attempted.
A 10th.
Oh, 10th.
Yep, a 10th. And an 11th execution is scheduled August 28th.
Oh, man.
Florida's killing people. Florida is executing scumbags.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
It reminds me if anybody played Fallout New Vegas. When you
I haven't. I don't ruin anything. Don't ruin anything, because what I'm going to do next year is I'm going to play through all the Fallout games.
Roger.
Yeah, don't ruin anything.
If I hear anybody talking about Fallout New Vegas around Steve,
honestly, there should be.
I'm going to scream at you.
Be careful. He works at Walmart. Careful.
Walmart man.
He's dealt with shit.
I am the Walmart man, and yes, I live in Ohio and I work at Walmart. All right.
Yeah. Well, this Florida man was convicted. The big thing about this article is what happened when the crime took place. The crime took place in 1994. So let me get this straight, Florida. This man was given life imprisonment, and you paid 31 years worth of tax dollars to keep him alive, knowing that he killed his wife and his 2 kids. His family don't want anything to do with him. He's a murderer, and he is not good. He's not a good person. You waited 31 years to just fucking kill him? And this is another thing down here. It says, Florida uses a 3-drug cocktail for its lethal injection. A sedative, a paralytic, and a drug that stops the heart. Okay.
Why not just a freaking bullet to make things easier?
Yeah, guys, I said this on the X platform when it comes down to talking to stories like this. I said this on X when we did the show over there. All right?
Clipboard.
Just put a clipboard outside the prison. Anyone who signs up that clipboard is responsible for buying their own ammo and having their own gun licensed in their name. All right? They just got to prove that.
The guns need to be blessed with holy water and the bullets as well to maximize damage.
Bless the guns with holy water.
I'd say just hang, draw, and quarter them.
And then, well, not even hang, just shoot. Just get mad lads who want justice to happen to shoot the bastards. Yeah. I don't want my tax dollars. We're at that point, guys, in America where we don't want our tax dollars to pay for scumbags who kill their own wife and kids.
How about we make this like jury duty?
That's exactly it.
Randomly recruit people.
Yeah, add it to jury duty. If you wanna stay in town after a death penalty is given, we'll put your name on this clipboard. All right, and we have a state issued pistol or rifle, whichever one you prefer, and you'll get to shoot a convict that you just gave the death penalty.
It's free target practice.
There would be the only problem that I see with that system is that people with a murder boner would by all means just want to shoot a guy. So that's like, no, let's go death, guys. Everybody, let's just agree on the death penalty, and just
no. I'm talking about jury duty, where you
in the mail. That would be the judge that does.
Mail, you have been selected to serve on a firing squad.
Oh. But then you can refuse that. Like, just allow that to, because I'm a pacifist. I couldn't do it. But I know there's a lot of mad lads that would want to execute someone.
I'm scared of guns. I probably couldn't do it either.
I would allow for exemptions like that.
Yeah, there has to be exemptions.
You have a conscientious, for any reason.
Conscientious objector.
Yeah, a coward.
You can turn it down.
Exactly.
But jury duty.
Exactly. You should be able to turn down that form of jury duty. Like, I agree with that. See, we can come to an agreement on the Silence Banter. Why can't fucking politicians? Anyway. South Florida man sentenced to 14 months in prison for smuggling fentanyl and other contraband into prison.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
So you smuggled drugs into prison and got yourself more prison time? Or was this guy just out of prison and he was like, hey, you know what? Let me be the guy that gets them to the thing. Let's see. Ocala, Florida, United States District Judge Thomas S. Barber has sentenced Jose Santos Pardo. Why am I not surprised that he's got a fucking Hispanic name? Why am I not surprised? Let's zoom in for the people. Santos Pardo pleaded guilty on March 25th, 2025. They only recently got the sentence. Wow, took months. Our legal system is in danger. According to court records, Santos Pardo was an inmate at the Coleman Federal Correctional Complex. So he was an inmate. And he was assigned to a low security section of the prison where inmates are not confined by fencing. On the night of November 19th, 2022, a correctional officer saw Santos Pardo running along the side of the road carrying 2 duffel bags and a trash bag. Staff members confronted Santos Pardo and searched the bags, which contained drugs, tobacco, alcohol, and cell phones.
Oh, contraband.
Uh-oh. So you got put in a low security part of the prison and you fucked up. That's what this tells me. You fucked up. Mr. Santos Pardo, you fucked up. But this is how he knows. He fucked up.
Well, he fucked up and found out.
But let's talk about where someone else fucked up. Hang on, I need to click on thing. Real quick. Nope. Okay, so I don't know where it is. Is it back here? Do I just go back and then maybe it'll be on there? Hopefully. No, I missed it. All right, there was a video I was going to throw at the all cops are bad people for this next one, but I fucking didn't put it in the right spot. Bad, Steve Dave, bad. All right, but next, Duval County Sheriff's deputies are accused of police brutality against a black motorist.
Oh, God.
Now, real quick, notice how that headline is written. All right?
Yeah.
Notice how that headline is written real quick. Duval County Sheriff's deputies, okay, so they were very specific. It's the sheriffs, it's not the state police department, are accused of police brutality, cool, against a black motorist. When was the last time you heard the term black motorist in a headline? Never. I can think of one. Time. The LA riots sound familiar to anybody?
O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson.
Oh my God.
Lion gets a point for the game.
Well, I was there.
Yeah.
3,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So okay. The headline's a little sus with the whole black motorist part. But what's the first thing that happens in here? We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of unspeakable horrors of police brutality. So said the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. August 28, 19... Now, why the hell is Barrington Salmon, by the way, fucking stupid last name, and stupid first name. Your name is stupid. Fix it. Why is he putting Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in the beginning of his fucking news article.
Good question.
What do you think this...
Why would he do that?
Yeah, I wonder. As you're reading through this, you notice things take a change here, okay? So, as galling as it has been to watch a Jacksonville sheriff's deputy break a car window and punch a non-combative man in the face, the feeble justification from the sheriff and a determination from the state attorney that cops did nothing wrong is just as infuriating. Oh, okay. So you're trying to defend the criminal in this case. That's what you're trying to do.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the first time. Because he's black, he couldn't possibly have done anything wrong. Ah, boy, oh boy. I am sick and tired of shit like this, guys. For the record, we're talking about that video that went viral last week. About the guy that would refuse to get out of his car. And...
Oh, I know the one.
The cop elbowed the fucking window, punched him in the face, and several officers dragged him out of the car. That situation happened over the course of maybe like half an hour, where the guy was just not being respectful. If he just followed, like, and I know all the leftists out there that watch this show, every single negative one of you, a lot of you are going to say, oh, well, if he had just followed the cops' directions, he would have been fine. Yes! If he had just followed the cops' directions, he would have been fine. This entire article is a big fat nothing burger.
One thing I think a lot of people don't understand with cops, it's, how do I word this? It's a suit and tie gentleman's game. You do what you're told, and you be polite about it.
Yeah. It's fucking. It's
if you make them laugh, it's even better.
It's insane to me that so many people are like, well, I don't want to listen to the cop because cops are. Well, when you have people who say, quote, the relationship between African Americans and law enforcement has always been fraught with suspicion and hostility. America has never come to terms with policing's slave origins and racially troubling. So you're telling me, hold on, back up. Okay? You're telling me that the police force, the police, had the right to attack to attack and torture the legal property of the citizens of the United States.
You don't say.
Well, Sandra, I'm going to put this question to you, because you just got here. How would you feel if a cop, like you lost your dog, and a cop comes back, the dog's got a busted leg, and the cop says, yeah, I had to break his leg in order to catch him?
I might be talking to a lawyer.
Yeah, you might be talking to a lawyer. Now, I understand that slaves were less than human back then. Fair enough. But the only time the police would be legally required to chase anyone's slave down during the times in which slavery was legal is if the owner told the cops, yeah, do what you want with them. I just want them back here. That would be the only time. They had to get express permission from who owned the slave in order to get to that brutality. So that particular line has some shit situation. But you know who's responsible for that? The American Bar Association. The American Bar Association discusses the deep ties between chattel slavery and American law enforcement. Okay. So it's the legal system introducing a problem and telling the taxpayer, hey, if you do not pay into your taxes, we will not solve the problem. That's exactly what kind of argument is being made here. Cops ain't all bad, guys. Cops ain't all bad.
NCAB.
But you know who can be bad sometimes?
Florida Man.
Florida Man. Hit the theme song!
Finally time for us to find out what the hell happened to Florida Man. Will it be great or will it be fake? Let's see what happened to Florida Man. Florida Man. Is this the ultimate story this week? Will it show glory or will we all shriek? What the hell happened in Florida this day? Forever in history's page. Let's all find out what it's all about as we see what happened this day in Florida Man history.
I just realized I was part of that scene and then I wasn't part of that scene. I gotta work on that. Alright! So let's find out what happened this day in Florida Man history. Florida Man sentenced to life in prison for battery and death of neighbor, police say, or officials say. So a Florida man did the murder. A Florida man did, oh God, why can't I see it? Okay, there we go. Florida man did the murder. And a Florida man did the evil thing where, you know, it's not quite murder, but kind of crazy things. But yeah, I know what you guys are thinking about this. Steve Dave, Florida man does crazy stuff as it is. Like, why is this any different? Like, okay, yeah, it's a terrible thing that someone lost their life after they were brutally hemmed. But what's so bad about this? Oh, well, let me tell you. It happened about 7 or 8 years ago, and the Florida man was 16 years old. Yeah. Nothing from the live studio audience. Fantastic. On the 25th of January 2018, the day after, what's his name? Bennett? Oh, Melody Victoria Bennett. That is the victim's name. A day after Bennett's 33rd birthday, Sumter County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to calls of a dead person at a home off of County Road 625 in Bushnell. When deputies arrived at the home, Bennett's brother said he came to his sister's home to check in on her after not hearing from her for a few days. When he entered the home, he found his sister dead inside. So let me get this straight. The brother didn't even go to his sister's 33rd birthday party? How cruel. How cruel.
For the record, I'm dead inside.
Oh, fair enough. Officials began their investigation into Bennett's death after determining she died from a homicide. Deputies say she had numerous stab wounds on her body. Investigators determined Bennett had died between the night of January 21st and January 22nd due to multiple sharp force injuries. 28 stab wounds! I had to do the math.
28 stab wounds!
I had to do it. 28 stab wounds! But that wasn't enough, was it? I need to play that game. Now that I got the better PC, I gotta play that one. During their investigation, officials conducted a neighborhood canvass and conducted a neighborhood canvass? We don't need editors. Conducted a neighborhood survey and went to a campus to speak with then 16-year-old Tyler Ryan Hirsch. Hirsch said he knew Bennett as they were neighbors and she was a family friend, but he denied any knowledge of the crime. However, officials later learned that the day Bennett's body was located, when there was a large law enforcement present in the area, Hirsch was picked up by a school bus driver. The driver asked what was going on, and Hirsch allegedly said that a woman was stabbed to death. At that time, law enforcement officials had not released any information about the crime or the manner of death. So the kid used the bus driver as his alibi for the crime. Somehow he knew his neighbor was stabbed to death, and he told the bus driver his neighbor got stabbed to death last night. You sold yourself out at 16, kid. Law enforcement later responded to Hirsch's school, where they were able to speak with his teacher. The teacher said that on the morning of January 22nd, 2018, Hirsch had requested to go to the school nurse to retrieve a Band-Aid. The teacher said Hirsch had a large gash and other minor cuts on his hand. When asked what happened, Hirsch told his teacher he didn't want to talk about it and that it was personal. Law enforcement met with Hirsch's parents and requested an interview with him. During the interview, Hirsch's story about his interactions with Bennett changed. Authorities collected a DNA sample from Hirsch. The DNA matched, and Hirsch was arrested on January 17, 2019 for the death of Bennett. So only recently, Tyler Ryan Hirsch, entered an open plea to the court and was convicted of first-degree murder, attempted sexual battery while armed, burglary of a dwelling while armed, and 3 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer. So he got life in prison. The big thing to take away from this story, the kid was 16.
Oh my God.
16 when he committed the crime. 16 years old. So that's why I put myself over here on the right over here. All right, because I'm tired of people defending kids who do this shit. Oh, they're just a kid. They can turn to a 16-year. The next time one of you assholes tell me that kids are innocent these days, I'm gonna throw this fucking story at you.
There's a quote. I can't remember what it was from. I heard it in like a fucking Earthbound parody video. It was, and I quote, "There's nothing more pure yet cruel as a child."
Yep. Kids, if put in the right situation, can do just as much damage as an adult. Okay? And that was this day in Florida man history.
Sounds like this day in Florida. Boy.
Well, I mean, it happened 7 years ago, so he's a man now. He's a man now. He couldn't be given life as a kid, but now that he's an adult,
let's hope he learned.
He's able to be given life. Guys, we're going to take a quick break because, as you probably heard through the stream, my voice still isn't 100%. I need to do something about that. But at least I can talk, and at least I can do the show. At least I can kind of make things happen.
Is it 2 months now?
It's not 100% because it's not going to be 100%. I can still do voices. But it's the thing. It's not... I have to take breaks now because my voice is getting older and it's a cobblestones at the back of the throat situation. I might start gurgling salt water in the mornings.
Salt, baking soda.
Some baking soda. That's a good one.
Yeah, baking soda with warm water.
But guys, if you're watching on the Twitch situation, we'll be right back after a 3-minute. Whoa!
Fun zone, dollar bills, y'all.
Got some dollar bills, y'all. Thank you so much, Wolf. Got some dollar bills, yeah. Guys, I'm gonna go rest my throat real quick. In the meantime, if you are watching on the Twitch gimmick, I'm going to give you a 3-minute ad break, and I will ask wholeheartedly before the 3-minute ad break starts. Spread the stream out. This is the best furry show on Twitch.
Furry talk show.
We talk about shit they don't care about because this banter gets silenced and the idiots get blinded. We're going to listen to 2 songs. You know, yada, yada, yada with the intro. We're going to listen to 2 songs. The first one is a new one, The Yeen Crew Saves the Beach. And the next one, These Yeen Streets. We're going to listen to that, and we'll be right back during the ad break. If you are subscribed to the channel, you won't have to worry about the ad break, and you can listen to the music as is. What? What were you saying, Goto?
Huh? So what? Sorry.
What were you saying?
Nothing.
Okay, I thought you were saying something. All right, guys, we'll be right back after 3-minute ad break. I am muting the space so that it does not permeate through the show there on the OBS, and we'll be right back with some more Silence Banter after this break.
I get to the beach, and what do I see? A bunch of lion anthems bathing so literally. I gotta find a spot, but the good ones are taken. Gotta find some shade before I'm baked in all over the place and taking all the good spots. The food trucks are backed up 7 fucking blocks. I gotta do something, so I call the crew. Hyenas coming in to see what we can do. Stop taking up the beach. Stop spreading out your reach. Make room on the sand and surf, and get yourself out of my turf. When the King crew comes on in, our target's the pride of lions. They all gotta move, knock it up in our groove. When the King crew shows their moves, Big Boney Tony is up first, starting with his heavy thirst. After getting around to the meal truck stand, so much for snow cones, cause they all bland. Next up, Bruce bends, the yin with the trends. The lions lose the friends when Bruce makes the men. Selling counterfeit goods that are all the rage. None of the lion parents can control the young age. 40 Sammy Summers is up to bat, but with the surfboard, the boys are out of whack. Several old wives smack their husbands staring at her while the surfers get distracted and topple over. Finally me, Steve Dave, making his move to bring all the other species who are out of the ring. As spaces open up, more anthems pile in, and I get the soundstage set up to begin. Stop taking up the beach. Stop spreading out your reach. Make room on the sand and surf, and get yourself out of my turf. When the King crew comes on in, our target's the pride of lions. They all gonna move, knock it up in our groove. When the King crew shows their moves, time for the beach party. But the lions heard what the Yin crew did from a bird. Some lions got back on our turf, saying the beach is for everyone to surf. They weren't wrong, but they were too damn many. You gotta spread out more, there's room aplenty. So they joined the party, ordered some more food trucks. Everyone partied, even the stuck-up bucks. The Yin crew did it again, baby. Ain't no lions stopping a party. Hey, yo, Bruce, pass me a slice, my man. Heartbeat on the streets, now I got all these motherfuckers calling you stinky. Alright, hit it. Yeah. You never really know what it's like through the pain and the strain to strike out like a spotted on a strike. Hitting that yin like she right. The bros and the hoes don't get it, cause yins are the loudest, don't let it get to you when you try, don't bet it. Cause if you do, you'll regret it. We're the hounds with the pounds, with the whoops, with the hoops, with the yins on the scenes, with the beats on these streets, and we never gonna stand down to your lying asses. We never gonna sink and drown when we're shooting brasses. Ever since they drew that dumb VP, it's been harder and harder being yin. Those pussy ass bitches drowning in pervy itches, begging for stupid bitches to rock the nights like witches. Motherfuckers wanna wish this. Hyena whoops all over they business, but ain't gonna play with all you dumb bitches. Time for a revolution. All y'all snitches getting stitches. We're the hounds with the pounds, with the whoops, with the hoops, with the yins on the scenes, with the beats on these streets, and we never gonna stand down to your lying asses. We never gonna sink and drown when we're shooting brasses. When we're shooting brasses. Silence banter, baby. Hyenas climbing up on your asses. 2025 for life, for afterlife.
Yeah, we're back, baby. There you go. Now they can hear me.
4 whole seasons.
Hold on. That was the end of season. Stop it. Robot, you are. I need to draw a robot. I need to draw a robot Asona. I'm thinking a synth. That's what I'm thinking. With like speakers on his chest, you know, something. I don't know. But welcome back to the Silenced Banter, y'all. We're back. We are back.
We're back.
Still got half a cup of iced coffee here. without ice, straight up coffee and creamer. And yeah, we still got a good chunk of show to go. You guys want to know what happened to the world records before we get into me cursing at a furry?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, let's look at world records here. Oh, this is the one. This is the one that I wanted. Paddleboarding pooches and their owners ride the waves to record-breaking glory. Check this out. Check this out. These guys put all these dogs on this paddleboard. All these dogs.
And we all love dogs.
Yep. So that the record's broken was the most dog-human pairs paddleboarding simultaneously. All right. Fastest 50-meter paddleboarding by a human-dog pair. And most dogs on a single paddleboard. So all the dogs enrolled had the all clear given by a local vet. An animal behaviorist was also on hand throughout the day to keep an eye on the welfare and well-being of the dogs. After the morning heats for the main paddleboarding, the record-focused proceedings got underway around lunchtime, cheered on by hundreds of beachgoers and under the watchful eye of Guinness World Records adjudicator Pravin Patel. I don't know if he's related to the government guy, Cash Patel, but first up was a 50-meter sprint paddle-off between 10 entrants, each comprising of a human and a dog on board, which was just enough to claim the most human-dog pairs paddleboarding simultaneously. 10 entrants, 10 people, 10 dogs on paddleboards together, 50 meters. It was a 50-meter sprint on the paddleboards. Matthew Jenkins in the UK with his 2-year-old Shih Tzu. Oh, come on, that's not a dog. A Shih Tzu? Shih Tzu's not a dog, that's a toy. I can barely hear you, Gaito.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa, what in the world's going on with your microphone, dude? Holy doggone, you are screwing with that thing. We can hear that. Mute yourself. Try to fix your microphone a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's trying to kill us all. With,
He's trying to kill us all.
What?
He's trying to murder us all.
I would never do such thing.
Here he returned to where he came from and went, Canada, Akbar!
Anyhow.
Yikes. Mute the microphone while you're fucking with your microphone, Gaito. Jesus.
Stop busting your own microphone.
Definitely fucking with it. This is why I had to switch over to the bars for a second. Fucking. I had to switch over to the color bars real quick. Alright. But from the UK, his 2-year-old Shih Tzu rescue dog, Gigi, quickly took pole position in the race. But hot on their trails was Ben Gray from the UK and his bodacious border collie, Boo. See, now that's a dog. A border collie is a dog. A Shih Tzu is not a dog, it's a toy. Let's see. In the end, it was a tie, both crossing the finish line in a lightning quick 32 seconds. 32 seconds, 50 meters. On a paddleboard. Man, good on him. The 2 people and the 2 dogs now share the title for the fastest 50-meter paddleboarding by a human-dog pair. Good dogs. All dogs, good boy. The final record attempt. All dogs is good boy.
Some dogs are all good girls too.
Yeah, all good girls is good boys. That's how we do.
Anyway.
The final record attempt was going to be the most challenging as it involved working with numerous dogs who weren't familiar with one another on a single board. Initially, after the owners set out past the breakers with giant paddleboard and its canine passengers on board transpired, there were only 9 dogs. Tensions rose at this point. It meant they were agonizingly close, but one short in order to potentially claim the record. Luckily, a last-minute call-out for volunteers on the beach saw 3 more owners and their pooches jump onto the beach. So 3 people were just on the beach with their dogs. And they were like, we need more dogs, we need more dogs. Take my dog, take my dog, take my dog. This resulted in a record-setting 12 dogs on a single paddleboard. Look at them. Look at all those dogs on a single paddleboard. Wow. For event organizer Mark Reeves, it was the highlight of the day. Other than the 3 successful records, of course, it was seeing how many smiling faces were in the crowd watching the attempts. So yeah, they successfully beat 3 different records for paddleboarding over the summer. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now for the next record. Fashion design. This is here just because I wanted to make fun of it. Fashion designer creates record-breaking garment with sleeves longer than an Olympic pool. Why? Why though?
Like, what's the point?
Sleeves longer than an Olympic pool.
It's not functional.
It's not. A fashion designer claimed a world record by creating a show-stopping robe with 50-meter sleeves.
What?
Samuel Foreign from Nigeria designed and sewed the longest sleeves on a garment at an astonishing 51.2 meters, where in America units, 167.97 feet long. 168 feet. Look at this. Look at this shit. All of that is sleeves. All of that is just arm sleeves.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you know, and I'm going to speak for the people that are cursed with unfortunately being fat out there. I clicked on Huram because I wanted to see. By the way, welcome Huram to the live studio audience. Appreciate it. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. I'm just glad you're here.
How you doing?
I love the Sona though. I saw the horns and I was like, I want to see.
That's high life standard.
Yep.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
But yeah, like to speak up for the fat people out there. Do you know how many fat clothes that could have made?
A lot.
You are restricting at least 2 fat people from getting fitting clothes here. I'm just letting you know.
Heck, forget the fat people. What about all people?
Yeah, at least 10 kids. Or hell, 20 kids, I'd say.
You said he was from what? He said
Nigeria.
Think about the all the poor people you could have closed with that.
Yeah, yep, fucking
right.
Yeah, yeah.
All them starving kids, man.
This is fucking pointless, but you know what? Good for your world record. You wasted material.
Yeah, congratulations.
That's longer than the Statue of Liberty is high. The Statue of Liberty is 152.5 feet. And he beat that by like 15 feet. So you know what? As a good show of faith from Nigeria to the U.S., you should donate those sleeves to the U.S.
Yeah.
Heck, you should put those sleeves on the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, the Statue of Liberty could use a scarf.
Yeah. Like, how many years has the Statue of Liberty been up?
I'm a history buff, but I forgot that detail.
I mean, you think all this time she could use at least a scarf or a sweater, or a pair of gloves.
It's 138 years.
Yep. But guys,
138 years. 130 years.
138 years, and she has not gotten a scarf.
I was going to say it was right around turn of the century because the Statue of Liberty initially was supposed to be put at the Suez Canal.
But guys, if you notice, the screen has changed over my head there to a YouTube video.
Oh, God.
With a rather cute coyote fursuit, I gotta say. Adorable. But, the title of this particular video is Keeping Politics Out of the Fandom, parenthesis, is a Bad Idea, closed parenthesis.
Huh.
Conversations with Coyotes, episode 41.
Doing videos about keeping politics out of the fan is a bad idea.
It is a bad idea. It is a very bad idea. And this video was done 5 years ago, only has 991 views. I figured maybe the Coyote's not doing it anymore. Or worst case scenario, but I wanted to respond to it because this was back in 2020, all right? But a lot of what he says is very much what the furry fandom is facing now.
So relevant.
It's relevant. So let's take a look. At least it was relevant up to here. As soon as I heard what he calls the P word, I knew we were into something. I only watched to here.
Oh, God.
All right?
The PP?
The P word. Can you know what? Point for the game. Point for the game. What is the P word?
Oh, I think we know.
What? No. It's not politics. I'll tell you that. What is the P word that he's referring to?
A PDF file.
PDF file? PDF? Yeah.
Huh.
What other P word do you think these people say?
Porn.
In this, the 2025, yeah. Not so much in 2020, but 2025, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
I'll give y'all until he says it. If someone blurts it out, they can get a point for the game. By the way, we have an awesome game.
Oh, I love games.
Yep, the game is good.
Well, howdy, and welcome to Conversations with Coyotes.
8 out of 10 on the fursuit. I say it's adorable. I like it.
Looks like a mercy.
Who's the maker? I want to know who the maker
My
is.
name is Bravado. I am a coyote, and this is The Conversation.
Bravado.
Back in the dark ages of this series, I talked about politics versus conventions, and for as much as we'd like to treat the fandom as an escape, how real life doesn't just stop while you're taking a vacation.
No, it doesn't. I've got to give him credit as far as that's concerned. Real life does not stop. As far as, does not stop when you're on vacation. Real life happens. Real life indeed happens. But on vacation, you want to forget all of the details of your real life so that you can fucking enjoy yourself. That's the big thing. You want to enjoy yourself. You don't want to think about all this so extremely. You need to rest your fucking head.
And boy, has there not been a better reminder of that than this whole dang year.
Uh-huh.
But that doesn't stop folks from talking about how they wish others would keep politics out of the fandom and not let different political views get in the way of friendships.
Yeah, different political views shouldn't get in the way of friendships.
On its surface, this seems like a completely reasonable request. Sometimes it's our differences that draw us together.
Red flag number 1, he said on the surface. He said on the surface.
On the surface?
This is an extremely reasonable idea. It's an extremely reasonable idea the whole way through. So, I want to know, what the fuck is your problem, Bravado? Do I have to put, I already have a problem with most lions, present company excluded. But, do I got to put coyotes on that list too, Bravado? What are you getting at here?
And it's important to surround ourselves with folks who aren't all entirely within our echo chamber.
Uh-huh.
But,
there's the but. There's always a but.
Point where a line has to be drawn. There are issues that we're dealing with every day here in 2020, ones of equality, of justice, of basic human rights, that are far beyond simply being a matter of perspective. They're issues...
Please spare me.
By the way, perspective wasn't the P word either. So, the perspective is actually a pretty key word to it. Because one's perspective might be how do I put this without... How do I put this in a way that makes sense and I don't have to re-say it?
Nuance?
Nuance but see, nuance is one of those words I hear all the time. Perspective Perspective is personal.
Yep.
It's
your own personal lens.
Perspective is personal. You can't be forced to look through the lens of someone else.
Exactly.
As much as the term "a mile in someone else's shoes" goes, that has its limits. A trans person may at one point know what goes through the head of a straight person. May at one point have been on the same level. But a straight person ain't gonna know. Straight person ain't gonna know. The big thing, they ain't gonna care. And that doesn't mean they don't care about the person. They don't care about what the person does because it has very little weight on their life. It has very little weight with the way that the straight person lives their life. So perspective is kind of a key phrase in this, but I don't know. We're going to see what he has to say.
Views of objective morality, of obligations to which any self-respecting first world country should be beholden. Unfortunately...
hold up! I saw that. Let's hear what he has to say one more time.
Equality, of justice, of basic human rights that are far beyond simply being a matter of perspective. They're issues of objective morality, of obligations to which any self-respecting first world country should be beholden.
What did you just say?
Objective morality.
One more time.
And then this motherfucker decides to put a text saying, "Looking at you, America."
What if, wonder if the word is progressive?
Ooh, that's a good guess. That's a good guess. It's not progressive, but that is a good guess. You're getting there. You're getting there. It's on that side of the aisle, I promise you.
Passive aggressive?
Nope. Nope, we're good. We still got another 40 seconds. You can think on it.
Unfortunately, these have been loudly misrepresented as being political for far too long, most frequently by those who benefit from the inequalities that are part of the status quo.
This
propaganda.
Propaganda's a good one. A good one. No, that's not the word. You're getting there. It's definitely said on the left a lot. Thing is, what he just said was that certain people have advantages that society allows them to have over...
Prejudice.
Prejudice? No, you're getting there.
Privilege.
Oh, that's it. That was it. That's the P word. Privilege.
White privilege.
That's the P word. Who said it? Who said it?
I can't believe I didn't come up with it soon.
Wolf, was that you that said that?
No,
I said it.
Lysander said. Lysander has 2 bonus points for the game.
He's a smart lion.
He's a smart cookie. But yeah, privilege.
White privilege.
And as soon as you hear this motherfucker say it, you realize what the rest of this video is about.
And after hearing...
By the way, I need to say this right now because someone's going to be like, "Stop calling him a motherfucker, you're being mean, you're throwing insult." Listen, I swear like a sailor. That doesn't mean I'm calling him a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That means I'm just pushing out a little bit of my excitement so that I can pay attention to what he's saying. I am not calling him a motherfucker. I'm calling what he says fucking stupid. That's what's happening right here. Let's move on.
Hearing this for as long as we have, it's not surprising that there are many folks out there who've fallen in line with this way of thinking, even if inadvertently. If you're starting to feel like...
Even if inadvertently. Hold on. So if you're accidentally thinking about your privilege, that's gaslighting, dude. You're starting to gaslight your viewers, and it's only a minute and a half in.
Exactly.
This describes you, or maybe you've heard everything I've said so far, but you're still thinking, well, I get that this is something people are passionate about, but I don't go on furry Twitter for current events, and I just want to be left alone about all this. Well, hold on. Let's talk about privilege.
Well, it's
there it is. There it is. Well, hold on. Let's talk about privilege.
It's no longer furry Twitter, it's X. Deal with it.
Yeah, it is X. But in 2020, it was still Twitter.
Yep.
In 2020, it was still Twitter.
It's our house now.
It's our house now, bitch! Anyway, but I want to be left alone. I just want to live my life. I just want to do this, that, and the other. All right? My life isn't mattering on the grand scheme of anybody else. Well, hang on. Let's talk about privilege. Shut the fuck up and stop gaslighting me. All right? You do you as a responsible adult. I'll do me as a responsible adult. And we'll all fuck ourselves up.
And hopefully we don't do each other.
Yeah, but let's hopefully not do each other unless you take me to dinner first. That's the big kicker. Like the way to my heart is through my stomach. I'm not ashamed of that. Like,
oh damn.
Just take me to a nice dinner. Appreciate me a little bit. Don't shower me with compliments. But you know, every now and then, I like when you do this. Oh, thank you. You know.
Butter up your ear.
But now we're going into the territory that I have not heard. This is new to me as it is to you.
I realize that this is an incredibly sensitive topic in today's times, so I hope you'll hear me out. And rather than make any assumptions about you, I'm going to talk about me instead. It's what I'm best at, after all.
Okay, you're talking about yourself. All right. Remember he said that. Remember he said... I'm going to talk about myself. I'm not going to make any assumptions on you. Cool. Cool. So you are coming from an angle that where you are the primary source. Where you are telling us experiences you had and how you analyzed them. Okay. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with you being the primary source to what you experienced. That's fair enough. I'm perfectly fine with that. I do that on a daily basis, and people still think I lie about myself.
My life has been one of minimal struggle and worry. I don't say that to brag, but to make it clear that I recognize that I've had a relatively easy existence, and I'm grateful for that. But it'd be disingenuous of me to insist that I'm here exclusively because I worked hard, and not also because I was often in the right place at the right time.
Hold on. So you didn't work hard.
What a lazy ass.
To be comfortable with your existence. What is your job and why? I want to know, like, cause.
Who do you work for?
Who did mom and dad give you a check and push you through college? Like, that brings up a question. You know, what is your background? You know, how did you accumulate such wealth to be comfortable enough to do a YouTube channel in 2020 when shit was about to hit the fan?
Exactly. Well, the rest of us were.
Well, the rest of us were busting our ass to survive. What is?
My money's on trust fund, baby.
Trust fund, baby. Okay, it's a good wager. But I would also say, like, you know, we need to know that bit of detail. If you're acting like this shit was given to you, you are wearing what? $3,500 in 2020 bills?
Met the right people and had parents able to give me a solid foundation on which to build.
Okay, so you talked to the right people, you had parents that had a solid foundation. That answers my question pretty accurately. Your parents probably got you through college. Your parents were able to support you. And you were surrounded by the right people who was able to further your development. Fair enough.
You're probably saying, well, you didn't mention race or gender at all, so how can you say they've been a factor? And that's fair. I didn't mention them because I can't recall ever being in a situation where they provided me with a definitive, provable advantage.
So, wait, what? What? You said that we need to talk about privilege, but you're outright admitting here that you had no experience that would relate to you having some sort of privilege.
Oh, the hypocrisy.
I would say, the hypocrisy, but we still got 4 more minutes of this video. I'm a little skeptical at this point. We're almost at the halfway point, but, like, something about that doesn't add up if you were going to make a big deal about privilege.
Maybe, maybe not. I can't say for sure. But at the same time, I've never felt as though I was discriminated against or at a disadvantage due to those factors.
You weren't.
That's important to note because the same can't be said by a vast majority of women or people of color.
Okay. You're white knighting.
Oh, God.
You're white knighting. Just because I can't remember a situation where I had privilege and someone else didn't, that doesn't mean somebody else didn't have that position where they couldn't get what I got. And most of the time, that person would be a person of color, racist! Or a woman, sexist! No, I'm gonna fucking yell it out. It's 2025. You're saying that a woman or a person of color can't have the privilege you did in America? Excuse me? Excuse me? That's disgusting!
Think of life as a game of solitaire, and all of us doing our best to complete the objective of organizing our cards into those ordered piles. Now, if a card is missing, it would make it pretty difficult to accomplish the objective, right? Maybe we can work around it and assemble the remaining cards into something resembling success, or maybe not.
I did not expect this video to go into game theory. Well, let's use the example he said. All right, you're playing a game of solitaire, and you're missing one card.
Oh no!
It would be hard to organize all of the piles adequately. So, if you were playing, you had the white privilege. That's what you're going to fucking argue in this video, probably. And you had your full deck. Someone else doesn't have that full deck. How are they going to complete the objective if one of their suits is missing a card?
Are any of us playing with a full deck?
Thank you! Are any of us playing with a full deck at all?
No.
Any of us at all? No, we're not. Okay? The fact that you had a neater deck than everybody else at one point in your life, that does not mean that you had a privilege above anybody else, because anybody could have made better grades than you. Anybody could have applied themselves. Anybody could have taken your classes, done better than you, and taken the job that allowed you to have a nice home and a nice fursuit like that. You had parents that raised you right.
Actually, you know, I think if you're going to go into game theory, a better analogy, and I'm sitting here playing one right now, are...
Oh, Lord. Gaito, your fucking microphone. Easy with that.
Are the randomizers. I'm playing an SMZ3 randomizer right now.
Mm-hmm.
And some seeds that I get, the items are in bizarre and effed up locations. And I have to fight like hell to get them.
Yep.
And then you get some seeds where everything is just given to you. Like your first pass through, you get a ton of good items, and you're just able to just breeze through the game. But the thing is, with all of these seeds, if you work hard enough and you have the right skills, you can get through these things. And that's what life is like. I mean, like, yes, we all have a different set of circumstances. We all have a different path to success, but it is available to everyone.
And we're all living the same life.
And
we're just living it in different ways.
And race doesn't dictate your situation.
Sex might. I don't see very many.
I think the biggest factor is socioeconomic status.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to look at those factors, it's not race, it's not sex, it's not national origin. Maybe a little bit if you're in a third world country, but no, and that plays back to it too. It's socioeconomic status.
Right. It's all status. It's all where you're at the beginning that gives you a better chance.
You start. But that's where you start. I mean, how many people come out of the slums and become successful businessmen?
Quite a few. At the very least, I'll even adjust that a bit, Lysander. How many people come out of the slums and are better off than their parents were?
Right. Because they have drive, they have and they have work ethic,
Mm-hmm.
and they have talent.
Gaito, I'm gonna mute you.
Oh.
Please stay muted if you are adjusting and touching your microphone. Please, it hurts the ears. Anyway, go online.
But no, I was finished. That was it.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, again, by all means, like a lot of people that come out of the slums probably do end up doing better. But it all depends on how you apply yourself in order to do better. I'm betting dicks to dollars that if this furry in particular didn't apply themselves as their parents probably told them to, he wouldn't have the nice fursuit, he wouldn't have the nice house, he wouldn't have to be able to just do YouTube channel. You know, and whatever job he has is paying a hell of a lot more than an entry-level position.
You know, the one thing that really about this individual, and I don't know this individual.
I don't know this individual either. I'm just assuming. This is all speculation.
There is a difference between, like I mentioned, trust fund babies.
Yeah.
Trust fund babies are destined to go bankrupt.
Yes, they are.
Everything is just given to them.
Yes, they are.
They're not taught how to survive.
We can barely hear you, Gaito.
And like with our kids, you know, we taught our kids how to live. Like my oldest son is an Eagle Scout.
Hmm?
That's, you know,
That's
going through
nice.
Scouts, learning, you know, all of these skills that they learn to get to where they're at, and then to accomplish this project, this thing, to get that accomplishment. It's not about the title. It's about the skills that they learn along the way. And he's just starting college and is actually in an apprenticeship. So he's learning a trade. He's going to come out of college with no debt and a skill that will guarantee him a livable wage.
God damn, yeah.
And that's what it's all about. You know, and not everybody is given that by their parents. I get that.
No, not everybody's given by their
parents. If you have the drive and the talent, you can still accomplish those things.
Totally.
I didn't really find my career path until my late 20s.
Yeah, I'm just now in my real life, I'm starting to consider going back to college.
I went through college, and I came out of college, and I was stumbling all over myself. Like I couldn't break into IT, and I ended up temping and working like minimum wage jobs for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And then I caught a break, and it was, at the end of the day, it was, you know, I met a couple of people on another job that I was working, and they saw my resume and they were like, huh, you've got some technical skills. Let me send this over to a friend of mine. And then I got a job. But the thing is, like, I started out doing things completely unrelated to my education. And somebody saw that and got me in touch with the people that I needed to get. So I kind of made my own luck through hard work and diligence. But that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody in America has that opportunity.
Yeah, everybody has that opportunity. I'm going to go a step further. You have a chance. Okay? You have a chance. It's not like capitalism isn't perfect. You have an opportunity. That opportunity is the one chance to get it right. All right? You got to get it right. You got to get it right when you have that chance to get it right.
Exactly. You always have to make a decision.
Yeah. That's loud and clear. Nice job, Gaito. Cool, you're back. But
yeah, I removed my headphones.
There we go.
The one thing people ignore about socialism in all of its forms, whether you're talking about fascism, and yes, fascism is a form of socialism.
It is.
Socialism itself. Crony capitalism is a form of socialism.
North Atlantic Socialist Party, Nazi.
Any form of socialism, there is no class mobility.
There isn't. There isn't.
That is the one thing that everybody overlooks.
Man, if you're gonna go off on the socialism thing, I'm gonna pull up a pure core video for the next Silence Banter. I mean, I had Core on as a guest, and we talked about something around that time, but we tried to come to some sort of middle ground. Didn't really work out. But guys, if you do like the content, please follow me over on Twitch, follow me over on the Twitter, on the X, and let's keep going. We're about halfway through this video.
Maybe the card that's missing is an ace, meaning that an entire suit is stuck on the table and really limits the moves that can be made. Maybe multiple cards are gone and have been for generations.
That's what's called an oops situation, or something that life throws at you to see if you're tough enough to get past it.
I think a lot of times when we hear the word privilege, we associate it with special treatment, and when it fails to manifest in that way, it's tempting to deny that it's there at all. But this sort of privilege doesn't...
Wait, what did that say? What did that say? Hold on, you have captions popping up.
Treatment, and when it fails to manifest in that way, it's tempting to deny that it's there at all.
You only notice it when you don't have it? Then why haven't I ever noticed it? Why have I never noticed it? Is it because I'm white? Because that would be extremely racist to say that I don't notice my white privilege because I'm white.
Exactly.
That is prejudiced, sir.
Well, this is more gaslighting too.
Yeah, this is definitely more gaslighting, and the easy way to bust past gaslighting is logic. To say that I don't notice my white privilege because I'm white, that is racism. That is prejudice. That is gaslighting me into thinking I have some sort of advantage when really I don't. Okay, I don't. In my life, more than half of my working experience has been under a black woman as my manager.
God damn.
All right? When I was on register, at my first retail job, my front-end manager was a woman. She was my job. She was a black woman. And she played the fucking race card on me. And now, in my current retail job, I answer to a black store manager woman.
Damn.
Alright? Where's my fucking white privilege? Shouldn't I be the manager? Because my skin tone's the right way? No, that's not how it works.
She earned it.
She earned it. Exactly. She fucking earned it.
Nothing is handed to you for free. You gotta work for it.
Alright? She earned it. She put in the application. She has the work experience. She went to manager college. She did it. She earned it. That's how capitalism works. This privilege, made up.
Meritocracy.
But this sort of privilege doesn't mean we get extra cards from another game. It simply means that we have a more complete deck. So
hold on, what did that say?
In that way, it's tempting to deny that it's there at all.
But
this sort of privilege doesn't mean we get extra cards from another game.
This sort of thing doesn't mean you get extra cards from another game unless you're wealthy.
Or you're cheating.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody has that opportunity to get other cards from another game in 2025. I don't want to say too much, but I have dabbled in cryptocurrency.
No.
I have dabbled in that, and the best, you know what you hear all the time in the furry fandom? You're a fucking crypto bro. Okay, I won't make an extra $30 off of the $80 I put into this stock 2 years ago. It made money for me. And it's capitalism. And it's getting me out. And I earned that money through my own blood, sweat, and tears.
You earned it. You deserve it.
I earned it. And I bet you a lot of the people that are wealthy now earned it. Why? Because they introduced a problem people in society needed fixed They went with that entrepreneurship, and they fucking did the work.
Mm-hmm.
They earned it. They didn't get extra cards from another game for free. They paid for those extra cards from another game.
Exactly.
It simply means that we have a more complete deck, something to which everyone should be entitled.
Everyone should not be in. Hold on. I'll be right back. Fuck! Okay, I've got it right back. Nobody is entitled to getting money from anywhere else.
So is that why we have DEI and...
They're not entitled to free shit.
Exactly.
Nobody, even those on food stamps right now. EBT.
Exactly.
Like,
Some people cheat.
I'm on EBT because I don't make that much at my full-time... It's full-time, but I don't make 40 hours. At my job. All right? I don't make that kind of money. I don't.
Yeah. You deserve it more.
So I get a little bit of help from the U.S. government. If tomorrow, right, I wake up and there is $100,000 in my bank account.
Whoa.
Suddenly, just out of nowhere. And someone wrote me a letter saying there's going to be $100,000 in your bank account. You can do whatever you want. Even if you don't know the person, you can send it to them. What happens with that $100,000 is entirely at your disposal.
Exactly.
Nothing is holding you back on that regard.
You can spend it. You can save it.
You know what? You know where that $100,000 is going to go? To every single person in this state whose taxes paid for my food stamps up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's not free. These people paid into the system, paid their taxes. Those taxes went to the state government, the federal government, however you want to go with that, because even the local governments. Those taxes went to the government. The government said, we have a system in place so that we can feed people who don't make as much as other people, and we can get these food stamps to people. You're adjusting your microphone again, Gaito. Careful with that. These people don't make as much as anybody else, so we're going to take the taxes, we're going to redistribute the taxes through food stamps so people can feed themselves. I'm fully aware that every cent of my food stamps comes from someone else. All right? That's why I want to go back to college. That's why I want to get on get an online class so I can start being a banker so that I can get off of food stamps, so that all of my taxes I feel good about because someone else is going to be on food stamps, someone else is going to need it, and I can help them through that system. It is not a case where someone's just giving the money away. No. We have to pay these things. It is required that we earn the money and we put that money towards places that help people. And I'm very aware someone can spin that and say, oh, well, so you're for the federal government. No, I'm not for the federal government. But in this situation, my money is going to help someone because I was helped by someone else's money. That's why I celebrated Doge and I celebrated all the different cuts that they were doing, because I knew that my federal money was being wasted. I knew that a portion of my federal money was being wasted on this shit I didn't care about.
Given to illegals, it's given
to illegals, given to foreign interest, all this other stuff.
That's one thing that, I ask people that are opposed to Doge, and they can't answer. If they really claim to care for the poor, then how can you support the continuation of corruption? Because all of that corruption takes the money away from the poor and gives it to the very people you claim to be against.
Yeah. It's a catch-22 in and of itself. It really is. It really is. But this person is making the argument that, oh, there's some free money out there. Only for the rich people, though. No. Those rich people knew how to work the system, and they worked the system.
Of course, even if you have all the cards, you can still lose at solitaire. Folks with privilege can still experience hardship and tragedy in the same way that folks without can become wildly successful.
So then they don't have privilege. Listen to what you just said. People who have privilege can still go through hardship. That they can go through things that people without the privilege go through. So they don't have privilege. They go through the same thing. The only advantage they have is they didn't allow their hardships to break them.
Exactly.
This
Resilience.
isn't evidence that privilege is a myth, only that it's not the sole determinant factor. But the whole point I'm trying to make with all this is that if you've seen everything that's currently happening and you've still opted not to engage, I hope you can at least recognize that you're in a position of privilege to even be able to make that decision.
You didn't! No. We're not going to play that fucking game. Okay? We're not going to play that fucking game. I hope you realize that if you're in a successful position, that means your privilege got you there. And I hope you recognize that you have that privilege. No. 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 That's not what's happened. Bravado, you got a hell of a namesake, buddy.
Oh, that's
It means
his name?
that the events at hand don't really have a direct impact on you, or at least you don't feel they do, because otherwise you'd be left with no choice but to speak up.
See, the problem, before we go back to the regularly scheduled rambling, the reason why people don't speak up about that is because when they do, they're playing by somebody else's rule book. Let's go back to the solitaire example real quick. Let's go back to the solitaire example real quick, okay? Let's say I am playing solitaire, right? I have a full deck. All my cards are here. Someone comes over with a stapler after I put down the ace, or after I put down one of my aces, and staples it to the table. And says, now you have to play, but you're not allowed to complete the deck afterwards. Which is the whole point of Solitaire, is to complete the deck following organizing it. Alright? So, that is a handicap that I now have to work with. So how am I going to get the card out? I tell you what, no matter how I do, the end result is that the card is now ruined because it's got 2 holes in it where the staple went in. So not only do I have to figure out how am I going to get this card out, but I'm going to have to live my entire life knowing that that card that has 2 holes in it is the Ace of Spades.
Damn.
And it's a ruined card.
Nobody likes a ruined
This
card.
motherfucker ruined my deck. Do I punch him in the face for it? No. Because then, go to jail for assault. That ain't privilege. That'll happen anytime. Do I report him? Let's say I'm on campus. Do I report him for vandalizing my property? I'm well within my rights to, but it might not be worth my time. Guys, you gotta be careful with that fucking mic wire. You need to get a new microphone, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
You just need to get a new microphone at this point. Do I just live with it and try to get another deck by earning another deck? More than likely. But let's say that deck had had sentimental value to me. What I'll probably do is finish the game, and when it comes time to getting that Ace of Spades out of the desk, I'll be as careful as possible to preserve the quality and worth of that card as best I can so that I can take the deck home and retire it properly. In case you didn't know, anybody that has playing cards that really care about their cards, they hold on to the box that the cards came in. Why? Because when it's time to retire that deck, they put the cards back in the box where they came from. So I'll go home, I'll put the deck back in the cards, and I'll probably put it in a spot where all the other mementos and memories are, and I'll try to afford another deck. Ultimately, moving on from the challenging situation that was presented to me by some asshole that wanted to break me. There's nothing about that situation that involves any sort of privilege. The only people who have the privilege that this coyote, Bravado, is talking about are people who would bitch, moan, and shit their pants because one of their cards was ruined. No. Alright? There's no privilege in life. There's do or do not. And if you do not, you have to be ready for the consequences. If you do, you have to be ready for hard work. You have to be ready to do the job right. God. Ah. I'll be okay. But yeah, you have to be ready to do the fucking job right. And that makes no sense to me. You fabricated your argument off of a made-up privilege, Bravado. And this was back in 2020. Well, it's accurate to now. It's accurate to now.
Now, honestly, if you need a timeout, I really do get it. This year has been an absolute non-stop catastrophe, and I think we've all felt ourselves crack at one point or another. It's absolutely legit to take care of yourself now so you're strong enough to take care of others later.
Yes. Okay, finally. All right, cool. So, he said something that I definitely agree with here. It's important to take care of yourself. One mad motherfucker ghost once told me that you cannot fill anybody else's bowl while yours remains empty. Take care of yourself so you can earn that money in the future, so that you can earn what you're going to do in the future. So you can help others in the future once you help yourself. That makes sense.
But if you really are still undecided on all of this and feel as though you're being pressured to pick a side without being fully read up on things, then it's on you to take some time to educate yourself and talk to people and just learn and ask questions and find some clarity.
They always say that, don't they? They always say, it's up to you to educate yourself. Educate yourself. Find some clarity. Make sure you understand what you're going through. Yeah, a lot of the time when people say that, it's my way or the highway, and if you don't choose my way, well, you're a bigot, transphobe, homophobe, and you don't matter to the furry fandom. That's basically how it ends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because deflection and a steadfast obsession with impartiality sends the message that you don't really care because this doesn't affect you.
Or, counterpoint, you can care, but because it doesn't affect you, you don't have to care as much. You know? You don't have to care as much. Like, I have several trans friends. In fact, I miss them a lot. I might organize to go up to Greensboro and enjoy talking to them, hang out with them again sometime.
Oh, yeah? That's nice.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want to get in the way of their life. They don't want to get in the way of my life. We have our lives, and we can disagree respectfully.
Live and let live.
Live and let live. The argument that Bravado is making here says, well, you at least have to be sympathetic to their life. Fair enough. Okay? I will be sympathetic to their life. You know what that requires? That requires that respect to be put back in my favor. I don't have to be gay. I don't have to be trans. I don't have to tell my black friends I have white privilege, or tell the women friends that they're not going to make it because they can't do a man's job. No. I don't have to be that kind of bigoted asshole. I can look at them and say, hey, you're doing well for yourself. I'm happy you have a life all to your own, while also having my life to my own. It's called mutual respect. Respect is not given. It's earned. And the only way you earn it is by giving it to someone else who has earned it from you.
And it's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street.
That you're fine with things as they are and wish everyone would just stop making such a big fuss. And whether your intention or not, it's a commitment to the status quo. And make no mistake, there are plenty of folks out there more than willing to hide behind the shield of neutrality while wielding calls for civility and apolitical discourse as a sort of weapon. A convenient tool that allows them to appear as though they're the reasonable party, unlike all those pesky SJWs stirring up drama with their talk of Black Lives Mattering or universal health care. They're the ones who...
Hold on, what did that say?
...to appear as though they're the reasonable party, unlike all those pesky SJWs stirring up drama with their talk of Black Lives Matter.
Social justice warriors.
Black Lives Matter, such as Black Lives Matter, they do.
Or universal health care.
Universal health care, we need...
Yep.
Oh, I'm glad this video was made in 2020. Universal healthcare is a fucking mess. All right.
Especially where I'm at, a lot of people are dying.
I took a class for life insurance sales. I might go back to that actually. That might be good. But we learned about universal healthcare and not as good as cracked up as people make it.
Take Canada as an example. Heed Canada's warning. Don't follow it.
Yep. Oh my god. But yeah, we need universal health care. No, we don't.
We need better health care.
We need better health care. Under the system of capitalism that we have, where the problem with insurance companies is they have not been allowed to partake in the competitive market that capitalism offers, because they are strangleheld by the governments.
And bureaucracy.
So we need more of a laissez-faire when it comes down to insurance and how that whole thing works.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones who...
And also, I guess, like, wages and inflation have to be stabilized to ensure that, like, people are able to afford healthcare.
Yeah. Oh, also, I kind of want to quote him on this.
Willing to hide behind the shield of neutrality while wielding calls for civility and apolitical discourse as a sort of weapon.
I am going to hide behind the shield of neutrality while also calling out apolitical discourse as what we fucking need.
Exactly.
Because the political discourse has successfully, since 2020 that this video was made, separated the furry fandom in ways that it doesn't need to be separated.
Exactly.
You are allowed to call someone a bigot, homophobe, transphobe, whatever the fuck, kind of made up goddamn word, and ruin their lives.
Exactly. Blackmail them.
Purely based on your lies.
Exactly.
You see the yeen on your screen right now? Talking directly to you, the viewer?
Yep.
That was made by someone who ruined me in the friend group by labeling me a transphobic conservative, all because I disagreed with a law that said adult performers had to stay away from children in the state of Arizona.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And you want political discourse in the fandom? No.
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 Screw that.
No. We ain't doing that shit.
That's why we made the Declaration of Interdependence.
Yep, that is why I wrote that fucking document.
Tool that allows them to
Because
appear
enough is
solidarity
enough.
with a reasonable party, unlike all those pesky SJWs stirring up drama.
Yeah, unlike those pesky SJWs stirring up drama. Yeah.
With their talk of Black Lives Mattering or universal health care.
With their talk about racism and socialism.
They're the ones
So
who
much
are more
progressive
critical of
woke
reactions
issues.
to injustice than the injustices themselves, eager to jump in and offer pseudo-compassionate platitudes about how actually they believe all lives matter and what's so wrong with straight pride anyway.
Okay, so what is wrong with straight pride? Lysander, you're the colors of the straight flag. Is there anything wrong with straight pride? Yeah, think about that for a second. The straight flag is black, gray, white.
On the colors of what?
The straight flag. You know what the straight flag looks like? I'm looking up.
Actually, not offhand.
Straight pride flag. Images. There it is. Well, that's one of them, anyway. There was one where it was like a, just black and white, heterosexual flag. See, you're the colors of the straight flag.
Straight pride for the win.
Is there a problem with straight pride?
Well, I mean, I don't really have pride in anything.
Yeah, you don't really have pride in being. Wait, hold on. A lion doesn't have pride.
Look,
Shocker.
no, I'm just me.
Yeah. You're just a lion. You're just
The whole
Lysander.
notion that, I have to flaunt whatever it is that I am.
Right.
Exactly.
And throw it in your face all the time.
Right.
I don't operate like that. And by the way, most of my gay, I hate to say this, most of my gay friends are like that too.
Dude, you're a furry. You're a furry in a mostly
normal
LGBT
people.
fandom. You're fine.
They're normal people that just want to leave their lives and have everybody just leave them the F alone. They're not interested in displaying flags everywhere and throwing their stuff in everybody's face.
And anything fetishes or sexualized stuff.
Normal people that want to live their lives.
That's the big thing.
Simple lives.
That's the big thing. They're just people that want to live their lives.
If it's
And those
not
are
already
people that I
abundantly clear,
can
A, these
associate
people are
with
not
and
the
hang
neutral
out with.
party they insist they are.
Yeah, because
B,
there aren't crazy narcissistic cunts that are attention whores.
There was a couple of other texts popping up on this video.
of reactions to injustice than the injustices
He
themselves. Eager to jump in and
somebody
offer
needs to
pseudo-compassion.
let him know he is really bad at subliminal messaging.
He really
We're
is.
Not,
Platitudes
we're not
about
supposed
how
to consciously see the message.
Yeah.
Actually, they believe all lives matter. And
All lives matter. Wow, Karen, you're so enlightened. Why is that such a bad thing to say?
But it's pretty obvious. I know who he voted for.
Yeah.
what's so wrong with straight
So much
pride
for
anyway?
neutrality.
What's so wrong with
nobody
straight
is
pride anyway? This from the people who hate participation trophies.
Bro.
Really? Is that? I mean, to be fair, who he probably voted for got a participation trophy that last election, didn't she? Didn't she?
If it's not already
Yeah.
abundantly clear,
she is in. If you saw her on Colbert last night, she is now fully entrenched in her denial phase.
Oh yes, she is. Oh yes, she is. Oh, that was delicious.
I never even wanted to really be president anyway.
Yeah.
And by the way, where have we heard that before?
From Lex Luthor.
Hillary Clinton.
From Lex Luthor.
That's okay. I didn't want it anyway.
That's from Lex Luthor. Do you have any idea how much power I'd have to give up to be president? But
yeah, this is just straight up denial.
Oh man, I'm telling you, my Kamala derangement syndrome is curing itself slowly but surely.
God bless America.
What can we? Because I need to predict. I need to look at the stages of grief, and I need to
where she's gonna go next.
Where is she gonna go next?
I don't know. I'm curious as to what. Now, as cruel as this is gonna say, I'm curious as to when Biden's gonna kick the bucket because he was not in good health. Like,
I wonder if she's gonna run again.
Well, she supposedly was supposed to be running for governor this coming year.
Yeah, she's running for California governor.
And was going to use that to springboard into the presidency. The problem is she is not popular. She never was.
I mean, like, if she runs for governor, California's gonna turn red.
Yeah, she's not popular. She's not. She's awful. She's a dunce.
When she ran for president initially, she never got above 2%.
No, exactly. She didn't.
Dropped out after the Iowa caucus.
Unlike Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton was a much closer race to Trump. It was a much closer. That's pretty sad to say as well. The woman that hid a lot of the files by deleting them from her emails. Yeah, she was closer than Kamala, whose only crime, arguably, was having the most annoying cackle known to man. You don't fucking say.
At least she makes Hillary look like a saint.
Yeah, she does. All right, let's finish this video.
I don't know. How do you feel though, Steve, about having a Yeen as president?
I would have not her. Not her. I'm okay with the Yeen president, but for God's sake, let me run for vice president and then have the president die. That's the only way we're gonna get a respectful Yeen in the White House.
Exactly.
That's the only way. Oh my God.
Only legit way.
Yep. All right, let's finish this fucking dumpster fire.
A, these people are not the neutral party they insist they are, and B, they are absolutely insufferable.
Oh, am I? Oh, am I? Well, you are correct, because I give what you fuckers throw out there. I'm insufferable? Well, I had to learn it from somebody. And I'm looking at every single one of you fuckers. Every single one of you fuckers. I'm not even going to watch the last 40 seconds of this. Every single one of you fuckers that decides wholeheartedly that trans rights are on the break. Trans rights are being thrown off a bridge. Trans rights are human rights and the government is trampling on it. All those evil right-wingers are taking our rights away in states all over the United States. Guys, you know that video, much like what goes on at the ACLU, is bullshit.
It's bullshit, bullshit. You never really know what they're gonna say next. It's bullshit, bullshit. Don't have time to read, so here's the main text. That's why Steve Dave does the work to be sure these fools stay in their own silly social quirks without crossing from their own lane. He's looking at the facts, drawing his conclusions. Don't listen to their crap, it's a bunch of delusions. Once the hyena reads it, he writes it all down, so the judge doesn't have to make the stupid frown. It's bullshit, bullshit. You never really know what they're gonna say next. It's bullshit, bullshit. Don't have time to read, so here's the main text.
Yep, y'all know it's bullshit. All right, there we go. I had to cut it there. I have to rip that audio in order to make like an audio track that fades out. I need sticky notes on this desk so that I know to do that. All right, guys. We know how bad the ACLU is when it comes down to this. Today, we're looking at a 7-law spread. Today we're going to the northern state of Idaho to see what is anti-LGBT about these laws. Now keep in mind, all the laws that we look at on this, the segment known as Steve Dave versus the ACLU, are laws that have passed. We are not interested in laws that are going through the process. We are not interested in laws that were defeated. That was the government doing their job. But the ACLU is claiming that these laws passed, and they are anti-LGBT. All right? So, let's look at what each of these bills are supposed to do and see if we can glean what Idaho has done against the LGBT plus people. You know, flaunting that Idaho privilege that we heard so much about. This first one we're going to look at is House Bill 239, and this relates to education. Amends 1, 2, 3. It amends 2 sections and adds a new section to Idaho Code. It establishes provisions requiring permission for instruction addressing human sexuality and declaring an emergency and providing an effective date. So I think that major one is going to be the thing that we look at. By the way, if you guys were here for the X episodes, when I did these purely audio on the X platform, you're going to recognize when I say I love how short and sweet Idaho's laws are. This is a 1.5 pager. Single space, right in front of me. Simple as. Lysander, I can hear all that.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. You're all right. Hey, it's a live studio audience for a reason. People can do other things while I'm streaming. Anyway, so section 1 here adds human sexuality. All right? So what is the definition of human sexuality that they added here? Human sexuality means sexual conduct, pleasure, intimacy, abuse, violence, eroticism, pornography, deviant sexual behavior, attraction, orientation, or any form of sexual identity, gender ideology, or gender conversion. Okay, if that doesn't scream LGBT, I don't know what does. So let's see what they have to do with that definition. All right, ACLU can't be bitching about nothing here. All right? They used human sexuality, and in the definition, labeled 3 major things: sexual identity, and gender ideology. 3 major things that the LGBT are pushing. All right? Section 2, the amended section says, requires permission for instruction addressing human sexuality. Prior to any child attending any instruction that addresses human sexuality, regardless of whether such instruction is offered by regular or guest instructors, the school district offering such instruction shall notify parents and legal guardians of children who are eligible to such instruction no less than 2 weeks before the date such instruction will begin. Lysander, you're a parent. Wouldn't you want to know if your child was getting human sexuality instruction?
You know, I think that
put on the spot there.
Such abuse of a child is grounds for justifiable homicide.
So
now
don't do it without my permission. Otherwise,
in the Christian community, MAP stands for Millstone Attracted Person.
Millstone Attracted. Wow. So you would definitely want to know if your child would be in roughly 2 weeks part of a human sexuality class, and you would definitely take action in those situations.
Yeah, I think action would be.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with that part of the law. There's nothing wrong with that. Parents have the right to know that their kids are going to be going into a human sexuality course.
Why are they always coming after the kids?
I don't know. Like, that was the big thing. Conservatives didn't mind as long as you didn't touch the fucking kids. Leave the kids alone, and we're fine. Let the parents parent. Leave the kids alone. Simple as that. Next law. House Bill 352. Let's find out what this is about. Relating to education, still. To revise provisions regarding parental rights in education. To make technical corrections and provide an effective date. Okay. Parental rights in education. That was a big thing the Republicans ran on. Parents have a right to know what their kids are being taught. All right? Reasonable academic accommodation means the school shall make its best effort to enable parents and legal guardians to exercise their rights without substantial impact to staff and resources, including employee working conditions, safety, and supervision on school premises for school activities, and the efficient allocation of expenditures while balancing the parental rights of parents and legal guardians, the educational needs of other students, the academic and behavioral, I can never say that right, behavioral impacts to a classroom, a teacher's workload, and the assurance of the safe and efficient operation of the school. Parents are entitled to know this shit. But here's the new thing that they added for this one. Quote, a public school shall be required to adopt procedures and policies that prohibit classroom instruction by public school personnel on sexual orientation or gender identity from kindergarten through grade 12 or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with state standards. A public school is required to teach what is supposed to be taught to that age group. I don't think the LGBT should want to teach sexual orientation or gender identity to children from grades kindergarten through, I would even give them a little bit of leeway, 11th. Because kids are getting into their hormones in high school. So I'll even give them the leeway as far as senior year, right? I don't think kids from K to 11 are really concerned about their gender identity. Shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. Let's put it this way. They should not be concerned about their gender identity or their sexual orientation in school. They're there to fucking learn. They're not there to discover themselves in a way that a parent should be teaching them. If they have questions like that, they should go to their parents, and their parents from there should put their 2 cents in there. I say that, but there's some fucking insane parents out there that will think that grade 8 or even before is a good grade to chemically castrate their own kids. So I guess I can only explain that little bit in the term that there's always an exception to the rule. It's pretty much the only way I can really explain that away. But yeah, so we prohibit classroom instruction by public school personnel on sexual orientation or gender identity. That is straight up LGBT fucking talking point. They added that to the bill. The ACLU is bitching about nothing because parents have those rights. Next. This is 2 out of 7 in Idaho. I inhaled. I had a bit of hiccup there. Whew. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Oh, goodness. All right. Senate Bill 1027. Let's find out what this one's about. Let's see. Relating to transparency in the Financial Services Act. Construction of terminology, define terms, prohibit certain discrimination, and to require certain explanation, to provide for enforcement, and to provide for severability. That's a good thing to have in a bill. In case you don't know what severability is, guys, severability allows the government to take out parts of bills that just don't work. So if there's a part of the bill that just doesn't work here, they can take that out and the rest of the bill will still function right. It's a good thing to have in bills. Transparency in the Financial Services Act. Here we go. Let's see what is underlined here. I don't see any the only underline I see is 28-3801, 26-3806. Okay, that's a little confusing. This doesn't look like there's anything new added to this bill. So, okay, what is the ACLU bitching about? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Legislative attacks on the... By the way, you know the ACLU is full of shit when this is the first screen you come up to? Donations to the ACLU. Donate. We need money. Follow the money, dude. Just follow the money. Filter by status. Passed into law. Idaho. Okay, this is Senate Bill 1027. Of course it says other. Of course it says other. Of course, okay, so let's, we're talking about money, okay, so let's look up insurance. Nope. Let's look up, gender. Oh, here we go. Any person's failure to refuse or refusal to conduct any type of racial diversity, hold on. Any person's failure or refusal to conduct any type of racial diversity or gender audit or disclosure to provide any sort of quota, preference, or benefit based in whole or in part on race, diversity, or gender beyond what is required by applicable law. What is that for? Social credit score means any analysis. Social credit score? So, hold on real quick. What is this section about? Definitions. For the purposes that, okay. So the definition of social credit score is any analysis, rating, scoring, list, or tabulation that evaluates any of the following. That evaluates any person's failure or refusal to conduct any sort of racial diversity or gender audit, any person's failure or refusal to facilitate or assist employees in here we go, in obtaining abortions or gender reassignment services. There was 3 genders in this bill. Let's look for the 3rd gender. Oh no, it's just repeated in the same. Okay, so let me get this straight. The social credit score definition mentions this and basically says, let's see social credit score, because that was a definition. Social credit score. Okay. Okay, here we go. I see it. Takes a minute, guys. Takes a minute for this segment. Discriminate in the provision of financial services means utilizing a social credit score to directly or indirectly decline to provide full... wow, that was a snort. To decline to provide full and equal enjoyment in the provision of financial services. So, That means that the social credit score has to evaluate if the gender reassignment services, the abortions, the race, diversity, or gender beyond what is required by applicable law, if that is good enough for people to get loans or have that credit score available for gender transition or abortions. Yeah, I would want to know if I was a bank, right? If I was a bank, I would want to know that the person coming in for a loan so that they can cut their tits off and get a fake dick, that they were good for it. That they're going to pay that bill back. I think having that credit score actually fucking matters. You know, I want to be sure that I'm getting paid on that one. So, again, more bullshit. We're 4 out of 7. This one is House Bill 264. About 200 pages.
Hold on a moment.
What's up?
What's the repo man going to collect if you can't pay that debt?
Oh, shit. Yeah, you already cut it off, didn't you? That's actually a good point, Lysander. Well, let's see. Your car is about worth half a testicle. Holy shit. That's a good point. What is the repo man? Holy fuck. That's a damn good point. All right. Back to this. Before my throat gives out on me. I'm gonna pop a peppermint. That'll help my throat. All right. So the next one, House Bill 264. What does it do? An act relating to protecting the privacy of women. I already know where this is going. I already know where this is going. This is either going to sports, bathrooms, or public areas. Bet you. Amending Title 67 by the addition of a new chapter and title. Establish provision regarding safety and privacy in covered entities, and to provide for remedies, providing severability, all this other stuff. Chapter 98, protecting the privacy of women. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff here. Let me guess. The definition of female is come into question. It has the same meaning as set forth in section 73-114. Now, if you were here for the X episodes, you know exactly why I like that. Because it describes a female under the biological definition. I bet you that's bigoted for the ACLU. I'm betting you. Changing room. There it is. Means a room or area in which a person may be in a state of undress in the presence of others. Correctional facility. A state correctional facility or local correctional facility. Covered entity, a correctional facility, domestic violence shelter, juvenile correction center, or state educational institution. Domestic violence center is a state-operated facility that provides services, food, housing, counseling, and assistance to victims of domestic violence or abuse and their minor dependent children in this state. That's a good thing. Juvenile correction center means any state-operation residential facility or facility operated pursuant to a contract with the state that provides 24-hour supervision and confinement of juvenile offenders. Fair enough. You know, kid jail. Male means biological male. Multi-occupancy means a space that is designated for use by multiple persons simultaneously. Restroom means a room that includes one or more toilets or urinals. I didn't know we needed the government to tell us what the fuck a restroom is. ACLU. Jesus fucking Christ. Sex means biological sex at birth. Sleeping quarters means a room with more than one bed and in which more than one individual is housed overnight. And state educational institution means universities, state colleges, stuff like that. Let's see if there's anything new added to the bill. I don't see anything new added to the bill. But you know what? I think I just came across what it is. The remedies. An individual who, while accessing a restroom or changing room designated for use by such individual's sex, encounters a person of the opposite sex in such a restroom or changing room shall have private cause of action for the declaratory and injunctive relief against the covered identity if the covered identity provided the person permission to use the restroom changing room of the opposite sex, or failed to take reasonable steps to prohibit the person of the opposite sex from using the restroom or changing room of the opposite sex. What this does is protect women from trans men. Or women from trans women. I think that's how that works. That would also protect men from trans men. I think that's how it works. But yeah, so this is just the bathroom argument again. And I guess to that, all I really have to say is what I've said before on this show. Stop being fucking perverts. Let the women have their spaces. Alright? If you're not a biological woman, stay out of their fucking space. Next. House Bill 59. By the way, guys, I only do this segment because so many people give me this fucking ACLU site. And I'm tired of just copy paste, I'm right. This is me telling each and every one of those motherfuckers whether I've met them or I haven't met them. I've interacted with them on social media or not. To read the laws that they are pushing on us. Because I'm doing it. And I'm not seeing any fucking problem with these laws so far. That being said, House Bill number 59 by Health and Welfare Committee relating to the Medical Ethics Defense Act to provide legislative findings, to provide for the right conscience of healthcare providers, to provide for whistleblower protection, to provide for free speech and protection for healthcare providers, and to provide civil remedies and to provide severability. Okay. So what are they bitching about for this one? This is House Bill 59? Yeah, House Bill 59. Other healthcare barriers, religious exemptions. Okay, they got a little bit more specific here. Religious exemptions. So let's look up religious. There are 7 mentions of the word religious. Let's look at that. Let's see. The legislature finds that the right of conscience is a fundamental and inalienable right. It is central to the founding of the United States and has been deeply rooted in the nation's history and tradition for centuries, and has been central to the practice of medicine through the Hippocratic Oath for millennia. So down here, it says, as the right of conscience is fundamental, no healthcare professional, healthcare institution, or healthcare payer should be required to participate in or pay for any medical procedure, treatment, or service, or prescribe for or pay for any medication to which he objects on the basis of conscience, whether such conscience is informed by religious, moral, or ethical beliefs or principles. Now, okay, we've got something here. I'm not even fucking kidding here, guys. We've got something here. And I'm gonna refer to an episode of one of my favorite series on this bill. One of my favorite animated series, Moral Oral. Alright? Moral Oral. I'm gonna show you the basic Google. Moral Oral was a series that kind of showed the hypocrisy in overly religious families. And kind of had fun with it. With the town of Morrilton. But I want to look at the episode where Episode Wooden Jesus Doll. Lord's Greatest Gift. Best Christmas ever. Best Christmas ever. Raise the Dead. Holy Visage. Okay, which episode is this? Because all of the episodes are available on YouTube. Holy Visage. Holy Visage is episode 9. Okay, let's pull it up on the YouTubes. Moral, oral, Holy Visage. Okay. Here's Moral Oral full series. Watch with HBO Max. Yeah, it's something that Courage the Cowardly Dog is being taken off of her HBO Max, but Moral Oral isn't. Let's see. Judy. Where's the playlist? Holy Visage, subtitles in Espanol. Fine, that's fine. I'll do the subtitles in Spanglish. So let's skip to the point in this episode here, real quick. This man got into an accident, right? And after getting into an accident, on the bus, Oral's wooden Jesus doll implanted itself into the guy's side. Real bad wound, right? Let's mute this real quick. And everybody thinks, oh, so holy. By the way, this guy's Jewish. I think his name is Dr. Rosenberg. And because the visage of Jesus is in his side in an overly religious town, those people are refusing to give him proper care, considering it to be a holy symbol. So the doctor refuses to help him, and in fact goes out of his way to stop him from helping himself because he is a doctor, to the point that sick individuals are praying and kissing the wound, and Dr. Rosenberg is contracting all these sicknesses from all these people because these people are overly religious as shit, and they are believing that this is a message from God, this wound inflicted to a Jew. What does that have to do with this bill? Well, if doctors relied on religion too much, they could cause a lot of problems. So I kind of see the argument that the ACLU is making with this one. The doctor, if their conscience is informed by religious, moral, or ethical beliefs or principles, it could stop someone from getting the help they need in order to get over a bad illness. Here's the problem. Your illness is something you're doing to yourself if you're transgender. Yeah, I fucking said it. You're putting yourself through a lot of this. And you want doctors to abandon their religious beliefs just so you can be happy in the body you're in. Make the doctor do their thing. That's not how it works. If you had the flu, right? The doctor could prescribe you on a medicine that helps you get over the flu. If he doesn't do that for religious reasons, That is an abuse of power. That is an abuse. He's a doctor. He has to do what's going to help you feel better as far as that biological illness. But if you're telling me that this healthcare provider has to go against their religion and their conscience morally and ethically in order to provide you transgender treatment such as chemical castration, hormone pills, gender reassignment surgery, then you're kind of overstepping your boundaries. The First Amendment was pretty fucking clear on that. All right, it's not an illness like COVID. It's you thinking you're not the biological sex you were born as. So, yeah, bullshit on that.
You know, that transgender care also violates the Hippocratic Oath.
It does. It does violate the Hippocratic Oath. Let's move on to the second to last one. And hallelujah. I told you guys, I love Idaho because this bill, one page. One page. What is this one? House Bill 41. What is it intended to do? It relates to education, establishes provisions requiring public schools to display only certain flags and banners. I bet I know what this one's about. They're only allowed to display certain flags and banners. I bet I know what this one's about. Display of flags and banners on public school property. No public elementary school or public secondary school in the state of Idaho shall display any flag or banner on such school's property other than the following flags and banners. The United States flag, the official flag of the state of Idaho, or any county or any municipality, public university, or community college, school district, special district, or any other political subdivision or governmental instrumentality of or within the state. Official flags of any state in the United States. Official flags of recognized foreign nations with which the United States is not engaged in hostile action. Official school flags. Official flags of any of the military branches and units of the United States. Official flags of Indian tribes. Flags or banners recognized by the Idaho Department of Education that are awarded for achievements. Or flags or banners representing official school mascots and colors. No flags or banners shall be displayed by a public elementary school or public secondary school that represent a political viewpoint, including but not limited to flags or banners regarding a political party, race, sexual orientation, gender, or a political ideology. Yeah. So, I coined this word, and I'm going to say this word now. And this bill surrounds this word with such a lovely hug. I don't care what you flaggots have to say about it. Your pride flag is not a nation. It does not represent any culture that matters. And because you want to make your entire existence fucking political, this law is here to stop you in your fucking tracks. You want to know an easy way? There's a very easy way. I'm going to be nice and close to the microphone for this. There is a very easy way there's a very easy loophole you can take advantage of here. There's a very easy one. It says no flags or banners shall be displayed by a public elementary school or secondary school that represent a political viewpoint, including but not limited to flags or banners regarding a political party, race, sexual orientation, gender, or political ideology. Political. If the grand, like, if everybody of the LGBT just said, my existence is not political, LGBT is not political, it is not in any way, shape, or form supposed to be intended to be political, guess what? This law wouldn't matter. You have an easy loophole that can get through this law, but you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. You know why you're not going to do it? Because then you can't use the law on other people. That's the kicker. That's the kicker, ACLU. You want to be able to use the law to push your ideology, not mine. Your ideology, not anybody else's. And anybody who disagrees with you, you want the law on your side so that you can push that shit. I see what's going on here. And you faggots can keep crying about it. And if I had it my way, there would be only one flag that every school can fly, and that's the American flag, God damn it! This nation is what gives you those freedoms, not your pride flag. But now we're back. We're down to the last bill, guys. This was a trek. But I want to get through these states before the end of the year. Senate Bill 1198. This relates to higher education, providing legislative findings and intent, defines terms, prohibits, here we go, we already got it in the beginning, guys, to prohibit diversity, equity, and inclusion offices and officers at institutions of higher education. We already found it. This is the DEI bill. This 1198, this is the DEI bill. And in contravention of these principles, a subversive ideology derived from the tenets of critical theory has infected the administration. This is in the bill. Has infected the administration of the state system of higher education, promoting a culture of division, ignorance, bigotry, and intolerance. Bigotry ain't fun when it's on the other foot, innit? It's not fun when it's on the other foot. Now you're getting kicked with it. Therefore, it is the intent of the legislature to eliminate all programs and initiatives within public institutions of higher education predicated on the tenets of critical theory, or more commonly known under the title of diversity, equity, and inclusion. But let's look through the bill real quick and see if there's any underlined areas that they had to change or add to the bill in order to kind of fight DEI here. Nah, they made it very fucking clear at the beginning. And that's why I salute the state of Idaho. Maybe I should move to Idaho. Because I'm loving their laws. Every time I go over their laws, it's a great thing. It's a great time. But guys, the state of Idaho is clean. There's nothing in these 7 laws that stop LGBT people from being LGBT people. Nothing. You can bitch about the bathroom situation all you want, but then you take the rights away from women. You can bitch about schools taking out gender identity shit, but stay away from the kids. And you can bitch about your precious flags sharing a pole with the American flag. Because the American flag gives you that freedom to bitch about it in the first place. Idaho is clean. And next time, we're going to go to 2 different states. We're going to Indiana and Iowa to see what they got going on with these laws. But let me tell you, so far, Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, and Idaho are clean. There's nothing having to do with taking LGBT rights away in those states. And that's how you know the ACLU is full of bullshit.
He's looking at the facts, drawing his conclusions. Don't listen to their crap, it's a bunch of delusions. Once the hyena reads it, he writes it all down, so the judge doesn't have to make the stupid frown. It's bullshit, bullshit. You never really know what they're gonna say next. It's bullshit, bullshit. Don't have time to read, so here's the main text.
I told y'all this is going to be a different kind of furry show. There we go. Oh, guys, we're down to the end. I kind of don't want to do the ending expecs. We went long. I didn't expect reviewing that video was going to be taking so long. And we only got 2 people for the game. Gaito's in listener mode. I imagine it's late where he is. It's late where me and Lysander are. Oh, hot diggity dog, guys. It's been a show. It has been a show. Well, let me pick out some of these more comedic ones. Let me pick out some of these more comedic ones. We went over that. And we'll look at, oh, I want to promote that. And I want to end the show on these. Yeah. All right. But guys, if you like the content, please spread out the stream on your favorite social medias. Let's go ahead and get into the end, where stormtroopers can never fucking aim straight. I mean, unless I'm playing as that stormtrooper, I know how to aim. But yeah, here we go.
Stop jerking the trigger. You're still jerking the trigger. It's not as easy as it looks. Well, you're closer to the target than I am.
I might cut the end of that. Yeah, I still gotta. I might cut the end of that and make that a donation. Just where he's like mowing down the target, the stormtrooper's like, well, you're closer to the target than I am. Oh, gosh. All right, next one. Ah, yes, the fuck around and find out situation whenever protesters blocking the street get exactly what they ask for.
I'm ready to die for what I believe in. So if you come to run me over, that'll be what it is.
I'm ready to die for what I believe in, so if you're gonna run me over, that's how it's gonna be then. This guy comes right out. Boom! Hit the side of that microphone, that megaphone, motherfucker. Boom! You asked for it! You asked for it! You did that to yourself, little Johnny. Alright, this next one I wanted to do, I love what Milo does, Little Alpha Pup. I love what Milo does, promoting positivity. And he did this ad, so I wanted to kind of spread the word about it a little bit. It's very cute. Very cute fursuit he's got, even if it's only a partial right now. At least in this video.
We all know that how we begin our day matters and kind of sets the tone for the rest of the day. So I had this idea that I could make a mug with a friendly face on it and some morning affirmations for you to tell yourself. And now you can own your very own Milo's Morning Affirmations mug. All you have to do is visit my Fourth Wall website, link in bio, and explore this mug and other merch I have to offer.
I might get one. It's a cute little mug. Look at that old mug. That is a cute little mug. I like that mug. Also, the video is kind of going down off the screen a little bit.
I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
Let me see what is it are they going to show the morning affirmations on the mug? Okay, here we go. Yeah, it says today is going to be a good day. I am strong. Mistakes help me grow. Kindness starts with me. I am enough.
See?
Yeah, very close.
It's the Stuart Smalley thing.
Yeah. But guys, lately, a furry has been under fire for some AI shit. And he made this video. Now, this is the shit that I'm talking about right here.
Oh, I actually watched that video today.
Yeah. Silly and genius. Okay, is this an AI one? I want to say this is an AI. I don't know if this is what he made or if this is AI. No, wait, there's double ears. Yep, this is AI. I see the double ears. Okay. And I see three finger, four finger. Hyro baked beans in fresh sauce. Okay, yeah, I see some of that. But the next one is clearly AI. Oh no, wait. No, this is probably Blender. Silly and C, man. I don't know what you're talking about there. Either way, someone sent these to them. And a lot of people are like, AI is fun, but a render is better. Alright. Let's see. Ken says in fresh sauce instead of fish. Horrendous, I cannot watch this. When the game new graphics is worse, OG GTA trilogy, but for real, like they stealing your work and it's no good. Someone sent you an AI alter of a picture you didn't post from a scene of your own renders. AI, probably well-meaning individual trying to show you something that looked cool. Yeah, probably. People saying it's AI, but my eyes, it's not even close to AI. This is an acceptable use of AI in my opinion because it's not a new creation of an original product. It's an adaptation into something that already exists put into a different style. That's an argument. There's a lot of people like being like AI, oh my god, AI. People are freaking up about this. Apparently. People did. Like this, news travels fast. But the video is like Hyro going over the worst of it.
I posted that image that I posted that like on Twitter like randomly because like someone commented that in my TikTok comments. So that was like an AI generated like picture of a Blender render that I did of all of my personas, and it was a picture of
okay, so the Blender render. Okay, so that's the Blender render, and someone said, "Hey, zoom in on the baked beans down there," and generated as an AI
render that I did of all of my personas, and it was like a shot of Mayro, like yeah, and so I posted on Twitter to say like, "Hey, look at that! What do you think?" Like, yeah, someone stole my my content and everything, and. I have to check again the comments because like that's crazy. That's crazy that you guys cannot read, or I don't know, but like
Right, and this is where the AI hate just gets too far. Like someone else rendered this, and it was like, "You're better than this, man." Oh my god, fucking someone else did this. Someone else did this.
Maybe okay. That one that really one like that fucking one like quotes that says like maybe the kill all
populars was morally correct.
Populars saying was morally correct.
Really? Really? Like, there's a reason why I don't have any background music, guys. That's pretty fucking shocking. Like, I hate how corrupt some populars are too, but they're all not like that. And it's no good saying, oh, well, maybe they're better off dead. Really. So mature. AI basher, so fucking mature. He's even like, how
Okay,
can someone
how?
be like this?
How? How can you say that? Like, this is just wild.
Yeah, like they don't. They're crass, and this is the big part right here. Nudising. This is a call to all the newt furries out there. We have to take over that hashtag. We have to take over that hashtag, guys, because they're not using it right. I would rather all the newt furries start getting the hate instead of popufurs.
You know, when I saw that, I actually thought, is that guy a newt? Newt, does he have an icon and I hadn't seen it yet? And
Yeah, I was curious about that too.
I was like, no, he's not.
I'm half tempted to like commission somebody and get him a newt and be like, hey, since you got a bunch of hate for that AI post, welcome to the club, buddy.
Join us.
Yeah, join us.
Actually, I think he should. First, somebody should reach out to him and ask him if that's something he would want, because you don't want to do that and then publish it on Twitter and then he gets more hate.
Yeah,
because
I hear
that's
you
what's
on
going to happen if somebody just does one and presents it to him as a gift.
Yeah.
On anywhere on Twitter, they're going to grab a hold of it and they're going to go after him harder.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
You don't want to bring that on him.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to bring that on him. But it's a terrible thing that people like this do this. You know, it's terrible. It's awful.
You know, the thing that I thought watching this video was, and I know this is going to sound a little bit cruel, but basically, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, you're in a space where you have hundreds or maybe thousands. I don't know how popular this individual is, but you clearly have an audience. You have a sizable audience. And the more popular you are, the more people are going to hate you. And you have to be able to you have to be able to manage that. And it doesn't mean that you don't ever not get emotional on a stream. I get where he's coming from.
Right.
But at the same time, it doesn't look like he's coping with that very well.
He's not.
And if I had if I had his ear and was able to give him advice, it would be just step away from the internet for a couple of days.
Yeah, because
and take care of yourself and then come back.
It's just not worth it. And if you're going like, okay, it's not worth it unless you want it to be worth it. And that kind of goes into the next thing, but I want to read this. This is one of the posts that he had. It's depressing how tone deaf some of the larger creators in the VR community can be. It's even worse when they try to double down and ignore the criticism in their own comments. If you use AI, I don't care how many quirky TikToks you make, I will not follow you anymore. That's someone else that did the AI that costed him. He just showed off what someone else did. It's harmless. That's why I'm saying, what you said, Lysander, with, step away from it for a while, I agree with that. That's an option for you to do. I hate to say that I agree with Markiplier a little bit more.
He's a little bit allowing himself to be influenced, his opinion to be influenced by his audience. And I catch heat for posting AI stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I may not know art, but I know what I like. And if I like something and I post it and somebody has a problem with it and they're like, well, I'm not going to follow you because you post AI art. And I'm like, there's the door.
Right. Yes, exactly.
I post what I like and I don't care about my follower count.
Do you have any idea how much hate I've gotten for these two little bastards sitting in the background?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I have one
absolutely.
too.
Yeah.
I drew my own. You know this.
Yeah, newts are the same way. Newts are very much the same way. People are gonna overreact. People are gonna bitch and moan about what doesn't fucking matter, and you're gonna get people like this putting videos out there where they're like, "I can't believe this is happening. What the hell's wrong with you guys?" You know, it's terrible. It's terrible. But I agree with you that stepping away for a while is probably a good solution to that. But it's also kind of avoiding the problem, you know. But it's also you getting used to the problem that you can't fix. You know,
Well, I'm thinking in this case, because that was my sort of reaction to watching that video, is he's not handling this well, and he really needs to take a step back and do some self-care.
Yeah, he does.
You know,
he does, because he's overly emotional about it. He doesn't have the defenses that someone like you or I have, where we've been through this shit time and time again, and we're just not worried about it anymore. We can confidently say, I don't care, and mean it. But he's at the point right now where he still cares a little too much for people who just don't give a shit about him.
Right.
You know, but again, what you said...
The really sad thing is, those people are going to come at him harder because they...
Of course they are!
They can get him.
Because they know now they can get to him.
Like, people like me, they come after me, and they see my reaction, and they just block me. Because there's no give.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give them what they want.
Right. Right, exactly. But what you said about leaving the situation for alone, like getting off the internet for a little bit, these people aren't going to care. I agree with you that is a solution, but I agree with Markiplier a little more, because he's getting a lot of shit for his stance on AI. And what he says at the end of this makes a lot more sense as to how this show fucking runs.
That's what I started this at. Is like, we're on the same side. We're absolutely on the same side. And there's a side here that is for the betterment of this in the first place. So I personally am doing nothing besides paying for the foundation. That is the only thing that I'm doing in this, the only thing I've been doing. But it's something that I've talked about because it's important to understand. To fight something, you have to understand what you're fighting, right? You have to. It's something that I don't even fully understand. But if you want to change something, you have to understand it. You have to try to understand it.
To fight something, you have to understand it. You have to try to understand it. I fight the ACLU. That segment went longer than I wanted. But I fight it. Why? Because I understand it. Because I understand where they're coming from. I understand what angle the LGBT has. The problem that I have is a lot of people who don't fucking care. Yet they're gonna tote and talk up like they care. Like they fucking care. To the point that my relationship with these people are just like, I'm the bird here, and these people are the lady talking to the bird.
Simon, don't touch my phone. You're excited.
Shut the fuck up! Not you, Chase. I wasn't talking to you. You heard me get angry and you looked at me. Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm all right, buddy. I'm all right. You can lay down. But, yeah. For one more time for the people in the back.
Simon, don't touch my phone.
Shut the fuck up! Because quite frankly, I'm done listening to the bullshit. I'm done. It's bullshit. And you all know it. you know, pushing all these different angles, whether it's AI, the furry fandom is an LGBT plus community, we need politics in the furry fandom, the Trump is the center, is Satan's love doll, where the Republicans are evil, these people of this demographic is evil, you have to trust this side in the Palestine-Israel conflict, you have to be on Ukraine's side versus Russia. Any fucking issue that these fuckers are going to bring up, they are seriously lacking in not only facts, but morals in order to push their point. It's bullshit. You have to know everything that you possibly can, and you have to make an attempt to know everything about whatever you're arguing. At every given time you make an argument. Because if you're not going to explore both sides of an issue, then you're fucking ignorant to who you're arguing against. You're the bigot. You're the ignorant asshole. You're the one causing the fucking problem to begin with. Why? Purely because you don't want to understand what could be. Start thinking, damn it. Because if you don't start thinking, well, I guess the furry fandom is going to end up being political eventually. And you know who's going to lose? The fandom. And you may now consider yourself part of the conversation. This episode was a straightforward one, guys. There are some things that are evil in this world, and there are some things that are good. And unfortunately for you, you need a hell of a litmus test in order to separate the groups of evil from the individuals that are good. You do. And I hate to say it, Lysander has a point to it because Christian furries are really popping up out of nowhere. Yeah. Y'all are getting a much better following as far as that's concerned. Oh my goodness. Guys, it is almost midnight. This show went on long. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. We're not going to do it again. Lysander wins because he got 2 bonus points earlier. He got privilege, and I gave him a bonus point for something else. I forget.
Wait, are you saying I have privilege or I got privilege?
No, you got the word right. But yeah, you do have lion privilege. Fucking spoiled brats. Anyway.
Yeah, and don't you forget it. That's not right.
Don't you forget. All right, who's streaming? Let's pick a raid target. Robot, can you go ahead and do Raid of Brotherhood, please? A little less volume. My throat is done. Let's see. Greenland is on. Madam Mama Cat's on. Madam Mama Cat's doing content for you. Daily. Well, let's look for a talk show and podcast to raid into. Let's see. Number games. I don't really see a whole lot. So I tell you what, we're gonna raid Madam Mama Cat, I think. Oh no, you know what? It's been a hot minute since we've seen Divine Petulance. We're gonna raid Divine Petulance. He's a mad lad from Gulf City. And we love him. Let's remind him, drink your water. bastard. That's going to be our raid message. Copy paste that. Or copy that. Paste it when you get over to Divine Petulance's chat. And remember, guys, you are only as correct as the facts say that you are. But when you start making facts up, that ain't a fact. That's an opinion. And nobody wants an opinion if it's bigoted. I mean, literally, like, really bigoted. Okay, bye! I gotta get a throat lozenge. I might game a bit, I don't know. And stop the stream.